squashed things down, organized it. It was good.
Okay, stream is going.
All right, guys. Let me pull up my journal and we'll get the usual story time before we start. All right. This is session 22. Man, I can't believe it's been 6 months. We're starting on the third act of this adventure, Trouble in Orlane. And as usual, here's a quick recap of last week. Quite a few things happened last week. It was quite an eventful session. So here we go. Picking up in the chamber. This is again underneath Orlane. This is in the tunnels that you guys had found. Picking up in a chamber, serving as a hub or junction. It's like a central hub in this man-made tunnels. It was decided that one direction was as good as another. So Arawak, walking off alone into the dark, scouted ahead. A short time later, he reemerged and beckoned the group forward. This is the thing that he's been doing. He's been scouting ahead. He kind of walks off without a word, and everybody just kind of waits, and he comes back out of the darkness and beckons them forward. Yep. The tunnel opened up and split into several directions. Several large curtains made from patches of human skin. You think it was human skin sewed together. Vile. Several of these curtains were hung up, concealing the paths forward to the east and west. So, like, you walked into this hallway and you look to your left and you look to your right, and you see these just vile Texas Chainsaw Massacre type curtains hanging up, like horrid decorations. So you lifted the veil on the western path. You guys had what you chose to go left, which was west. And Benrus and Loman proceeded in by torchlight. This area smelled of refuse and filth like almost unbearable, but not death, like literally like it smelled like an outhouse in the middle of July. And it quickly became apparent why when you noticed in the corner that a large pile of human waste lay against the western wall. So before the two could examine the room further, a large snake dropped from the ceiling and landed on the shoulders of Benrus. Immediately, it began to strike out and try to coil, and it raising its head. The dwarf cried out in horror, and this caught the attention of Arawak, who was Arawak at the time was a little bit down the southern passage. And he rushed in to meet the danger head on. Without a word, Arawak just he stopped what he was doing and he turned around and ran right towards the noise. Loman was shocked and off balance and by the sudden turn of events, and he literally nearly tripped over himself when this was happening. So they both walked in, they're looking around, they see that, and as soon as they see the refuse in the corner, the snake just lands on Benrus, and Loman's just almost drops his torch, and there's just the fucking chaos in there. Also, as this was going on, Zadar was busy carving a Z on the wall, and he was literally caught completely off guard by all the commotion. In fact, when Arawak was running in, he almost knocked Zadar over. So Zadar's carving this mark on the wall to basically map his way through this nightmare of catacombs, and the Grugok literally runs past him and almost knocks him on his ass, heading right towards danger. The beautiful druid, Talissa, ready for danger, was not surprised. She rushed in with her sickle and the war dog by her side. After this, everything happened extremely fast. Arawak rushed in an attempt to grab the creature for a cut, but his hands found no grip, so he's trying to grab the thing and pull it off. Benrus, and it slipped on the slimy skin of the snake. And it was at this point that Benrus snuck out, or that the snake struck Benrus in the neck and sunk its fangs deep into the dwarf's neck, right above the chain shirt that he was wearing. Immediately, his neck began to swell, to twice the size, like almost instantly. It just like gout, like George Lucas neck, like just literally ballooning. He had time for a single gasp and then dropped backwards, lifeless, to the floor. The snake still latched to his neck and coiled around his shoulders, and Airwalk still trying to stab the thing. The rest of the party, including the war dog, converged on the scene. Zadar was able to sever the creature's tail, while the dog bit deep into the creature's neck and shook it until it hung lifelessly from its jaws. The large reptile apparently dead. With the large reptile apparently dead, Loman rushed in to help his friend, but alas, it was far too late. You could tell that it was over for Benrus at this point. The poison had done its work thoroughly. Talissa tried to comfort the war dog, who howled and was virtually inconsolable. It whimpered by its master's side and kept pulling. She kept trying to pull it back, and it kept trying to pull itself towards the dwarf. It took all her strength to restrain the beast. Aerowalk, apparently emotionless, stepped through the tragic scene after this and just headed over to the pile of refuse in the corner, apparently curious about something in the corner. Something had caught it in his eye. Everybody's converging around the dwarf, and Aerowalk's looking. He's in the back, and he's looking up. He's looking at the ceiling, and he's pointing to the ceiling about 6 feet off the ground. So the ceiling kind of like drops down to about 6 feet, and in the ceiling, kind of set at a 45-degree angle, there is a 2.5 3-foot diameter hole. Looks like like a sewage pipe at the like that you see spitting out into the ocean. Right? It's like at a 45-degree angle, like angled down. This is obviously the pile of the excrement on the ground, and it was quickly deduced by Lohman that this is very likely the bottom of an outhouse or a latrine, most likely beneath either the Golden Grain or one of the other houses in the nearby area. Returning to the tragic situation, this is Arawak, the party, showing honor, began to make provisions to haul the dwarf to the surface, no matter the cost. So they started stripping the gear that wasn't needed and dropped it or distributed it amongst the group. Exhausted and with spirits low, the group began to proceed to the east, hoping for a way out of this wretched place. Eventually, the party came to a place they recognized, minus Zadar, a large steel door, barred from the other side, of course, because you guys barred it. Indeed, this was the very spot that they had previously encountered the ghouls under the Golden Grain Inn, and was another dead end. Once again, the party was set upon by several ghouls, this being the third time that you guys have been ambushed by ghouls down here. Apparently, they don't take kindly to your company down here. Hungry. Loman, mustering his faith, though, was able to actually turn back the horde creatures this time. This is actually the second time that he's been successful with the turn down here. And Zadar was able to drop one of them in the process of it fleeing back into the dark. So Loman hells up the acorn, and this thing, puts his hands up like that and starts trying to, back away. And Zadar got a free shot and actually decapped the thing. Frustrated, the entire party, frustrated and wanting out of these holes at any cost, proceeded back to the opening in the ceiling with the obvious plan in mind. It was simple. Send the gnome up the tunnel, with the hopes of reaching the surface and opening the large steel barred doors on the other side from the outside, coming back out and opening it from the other side. In a truly disgusting turn of events, Loman was able to reach the opening and ascend 15 to 20 feet at a 45-degree angle on his belly, torch in hand. So he's climbing up, like an alien's through the tunnel, like Bishop, through human wastes, holding back the vomit. And indeed, he passed a few saving throws on the way up. And following the faint light up ahead, he reached the opening of the other end, the seat of the outhouse, the seat of a toilet. He popped his head up through it. Filthy, he proceeded around the back of the Golden Grain, popped the low-quality lock without any trouble at all, and proceeded into the fruit cellar to open the way for the rest of the party to get the fuck out of this place. Because you guys have been underground for more than 2 days. Regrouping and ascending to the surface with their fallen friend, they stepped into the light of the early morning after what felt like weeks underground. The streets are silent. Indeed, not a soul can be seen.
Uh-oh.
Whoops.
And there he goes.
And
Talissa, what'd you do to him?
happened.
What happened?
Can you guys hear me?
Can hear
Yeah.
you. We just lost the
You dropped-
stream and your video.
All right, that's epic, dude. You must have had a reboot here. That was
Oh,
bizarre.
there goes Fantasy
there goes
Grounds.
Fantasy Grounds.
What
Pinch
the
poke, you owe me a Coke.
fuck, dude?
No.
Why? Is our internet out? No, our internet's on.
No, we still have Laura's camera.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Huh.
Time for a new
Hard
computer.
reset.
No,
Well, your
that was-
camera's there. Yeah.
That's bizarre, dude. I'm just gonna reload the game, I guess, again. I've never seen that happen. It literally just went black, like it crashed. It completely crashed, and so did Discord. It's what, you know? So give it a minute to
Laura's
reload.
hogging the bandwidth.
Ah, yeah, it's gotta be it.
It's the QoS set on the router. You're
Yeah.
like, Laura's hacked into it and like, yeah. I want to stream my
Yeah.
Netflix, motherfucker.
Well, while this loads up, I'm gonna actually finish it because we're almost done. So you guys got out of the tunnel, you proceeded to the surface, you had to squint because again, you've been underground, it feels like weeks. It's actually been more than 2 days. Arrangements were made for burying their fallen friend, and Loman took a long bath and replaced his clothes. I mean,
Thank God.
I think he even threw a torch away because it was covered in
Yes.
shit. He didn't even
Yes.
bother. He didn't
Yeah.
even bother. Many items were sold and purchased. Currency was consolidated. The fighters Zadar was able to make use of the plate mail recovered from the constable a week earlier. That was a biggie for Zadar. You guys had some armor that's just been sitting in the cottage for a week, and for whatever reason didn't think to offer it to Zadar. But now when he went back, you guys noticed there was plate. It actually fit him quite well, so he was able to get that as some half plate. The group morale, however, at this time was low. Servers backup, by the way, guys. The party once again sought out Romney, and to their surprise, this time he was actually home, standing on the porch and beckoning the party inside. So let's just wait for everybody to get back on. Hopefully that doesn't crash again. I wonder if it's like crashed because the video stream or something. I don't know. That was absolutely bizarre. But yeah, Fantasy Grounds went black. Then my Discord went black.
Hmm.
And then rebooted. Yeah, that was wow.
Hey, Spencer.
Yeah. Did you message me, dude? I heard a message, but I was reading.
Yeah, but there, Jay is going to check to see if that one person who has MC14, if he'll let it go.
Oh,
If he hasn't got it
I'm
completed.
yeah. I mean, dude, I mean that would be so awesome. And I gotta talk to you. Remind me because I'm gonna forget. I gotta talk to you. Mike brought up something to me today that it could be of great interest to you. So remind me. I need to, maybe you two can talk about it. But just remind me because I think you'll be quite interested with what he has to say.
Some secret agent skinhead shit.
No, it's to do with conversions and stuff. But he knows you like Frog God games too, so I told him.
love Frog God games.
Yeah, they have great stuff.
Okay, guys, let me know. So Brutix is back in, Tommy's back in, the server's back up. You guys can all hop in.
I'm in already, dude. Totally in. Brutox is in too. Tommy got second.
That was bizarre.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yep,
Wait, guys.
the recap was pretty good though.
Yep.
Hmm.
That one was hard to write. I mean, there was so much
Uh,
to cover with that one. You know what I mean? Like so many different things happen with that. And I like them to be really specific and theatric. So
yeah, they're nice.
I don't want to do like a 2 sentence recap. They're fun to write. You put them all together in that Word doc, you know, so that we can look back on them one day. This is literally campaign one, so it'll be cool to like, you know, have years and years of these things. It'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Lots of memories, you know. How's that stream coming through for you, Tony?
Good.
Okay. Yeah, that was bizarre. It was literally like a hard crash. Like just Fantasy Grounds, complete dead and stream. Like what, you know? I'm just seeing if there's anything. One thing I've noticed, Discord's patches lately have been a little bit wonky, especially on mobile. They've been very buggy. They've had some weird aesthetic choices in mobile Discord lately, like putting A's in front of everything. Remember that? Yeah, have you seen that on the text channel? Where it says like AA in front of it?
Oh no, I haven't caught that.
Yeah, it's kind of, and they've moved things around. It's like kind of, you know, sliding panel based where it just, the previous UI workflow was better in my opinion. So what I've done too, just to expedite, is I've actually healed everybody because you guys had plenty of cure light wounds to be able to heal everybody up. So I healed everybody.
Okay. Cool.
But you guys are going to have to rest another 8 hours to make up for that because you've rested first, depleted all your heals,
Yeah.
but I haven't set the slots. So you need another day of rest.
Yeah.
You need to leave tomorrow morning, which would be the 11th, or I'm sorry, it would be the 21st. Tommy, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. When Scoot gets here, I got a bunch
Well,
of
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm missing a weapon from my inventory.
No,
Or is that?
I
I
think I
thought I had a magic dagger.
Uh, if you did, then let me know, and I will. What's this?
Or does
I know you
Zadar
have.
have the magic dagger? The one I
I thought.
found?
Yeah, I thought exactly. I thought the only magic. Well, no, there was the one from the assassin.
Oh, the poison one.
I think he's actually right. I consolidated his daggers, and you know what? He is right. So I'm actually gonna give that to you. You had some entries that I consolidated, and I fixed some of you had some invalid corrupted proficiency bonuses in there. So I'm gonna add that back to you because the dagger in question is the dagger recovered from the golden grain from that assassin. And Scoot was able to Airwalk was able to ascertain what it was through use, and that's, he definitely does have that on him. So let me give that to him. I'm glad that he brought that up. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's even from N1. Inventory. You have 6 daggers. Now 7. Dagger plus 1. Okay. Dagger plus 1.
I don't remember having that many, but okay. I guess
You
I can
did.
throw more.
Yeah, you did. I remember it too. The reason why is because you said you just had them like a bandoliers. You just had daggers everywhere. You bought a lot of them. You were daggered out.
Doing like the shadow spawn.
Go ahead and apply yeah. Go ahead and apply your proficiency to that dagger. I've already got it in there for you. Just got to tick the proficiency for dagger. Yeah, I fixed some of it. You had double proficiency bonus for short sword and long sword. It corrupts like that sometimes for whatever reason. So bonus.
Although elves have a +1 as
No,
well,
I
right?
know.
Oh,
Right.
it
Yeah.
was that
Right.
and okay.
It was that and that. Yeah. He
Yeah.
had a +3. Yeah. He had
Oh.
a +3 or something for
Oh.
short sword and
Yeah.
plus. How's that? I did the
Ways.
math, dude. Ways?
Ways.
Okay.
I
He's fucked.
have no clue, man.
Yeah, no, it was fucked
I
up.
do
I've
know
had
that the proficiency, that shit does get fucked up. We ran
yeah,
into that.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fixed it. It happens when you change. I think what causes it is when you start fucking around with the name of the item and it loses the connection with what's in the action tab because frankly, when it gets corrupted like that, like I was telling Dwayne, the only way to fix it is to actually delete the entry in the
Yeah.
action tab and delete the item and just redrop the item and start over.
Yep.
You can't once it gets in that corrupted state, no matter what you do, unticking the proficiency, it should go to 0. It will stay at 1. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you put it back on, it's 2. You can't change it. It just gets corrupted.
Well, we had that thing with Laura's character
That too.
that it kept
Yep.
I was trying to add charges to something and it was like going between
Mm.
2 3 2 3 2 3 2 3 2
Yeah,
3
that
2
was
3 2 3.
insane.
It's
Yeah,
like,
that
what
was a
the
crazy
hell?
one. That was a loop. Give me 1 second, guys, and I'll get right on this and read it. I'm just gonna fill this up. But yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. It was like, and it was acting like it was in a loop.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Drink too.
Oh, 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 oh.
I hung up. I was muted. I was telling Dwayne I hung up I got the Greyhawk box set, the 1983 one, and I just took the Darlene map and like mounted it on my wall over there. I'll send a picture of it later. It's cool. Wanted to frame that thing. It's the Darlene map is broken into 2 pieces though, so it's like
I used to have
I,
mine mounted on a piece of 1/8 inch plywood.
oh, that's
And
cool.
well, I found it. I thought I lost it, but I have it all folded up and it's like
Mm-hmm.
masking taped on all the seams.
It's awesome,
Oh
dude. I want to
no.
It's
see.
in it's in shit condition, but
Do me a
Yeah.
do me a
it's still a
favor and
full map.
post the binders that you found, man. That's some epic shit right there. All your notes and everything and tables that you did by hand and
Freaking dungeon. It's like, what the fuck?
that's
I don't
cool.
even remember doing that. I vaguely remember some of it. That was like 40 years ago, man, at least.
All right, guys, trail of the game right here. Okay, so we've done our house cleaning, which was well overdue after the, you know, immense dungeon crawl that you guys just went through beneath this peaceful farming community. You've rested up. You've recovered your hit points. You're not going to be able to in order to make up for the spells that you guys have casted to get everybody back up to full health. It's going to be until the following morning. You've offloaded loot at the jeweler, and you're at Romney's doorsteps. So he beckons you guys in. He's got his weasel whiskers on his shoulder. It's more like a cat. It's on his shoulder. It's about twilight right now. You got to remember this is good mead. This is the fall months, or what passes for fall in Orith. You're gonna guess it's probably, it's twilight, so maybe 5, 6 o'clock right now. Sun's about going down. So you smell something cooking. It smells good. Some type of a soup or a stew or something. It definitely catches your nostrils as you come through the grove. There is a slight breeze. You hear the tinkle of those wind chimes again, and there he is, the bearded old man. Let me find the image of him because I love sharing this image of Romney. Romney the Hermit. There you go, Romney the Hermit. And I'm going to move this over, and I'm going to open Orlane because that is good. Try to get these for the streamers on there so they can actually see. Okay, so you guys stand outside his hut. He's beckoning you forward. What are we doing, guys and gals?
Heading in.
Okay. Any objections to heading in?
He beckoned us, right?
He beckoned you.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Question?
Yeah.
What's your question?
Does something seem odd about this?
But what?
What?
Him beckoning us into his house all of a sudden?
Well,
And
he
being
he
nice?
hasn't been around.
You guys, what,
Yeah, we got to.
wait, what do you, what?
The hermit. We got on okay with him previously.
He's never invited us into his house.
No, but we fed the.
Weasel.
Yes. And we're.
He likes
We
to
feed a
listen.
weasel and now he invites us in his house? What the hell's going on? Are you guys crazy?
Well,
You don't
no
have to
red
go in
alarm?
there,
No,
Rock.
no.
Alyssa wants to go in.
Yeah, Loban will go in.
might find
You
yourself
you
in
can
an
stay out here, Airwalk, if you want.
Okay. We got Loman, Zadar. What are you doing? Tommy, I think you're muted.
No, I keep my mic muted. Yes, I don't stay
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
I introduce myself.
He nods and beckons you in.
Is it like a desperate beckon?
No, he's got the weasel on his shoulder. He looks comfortable, and he looks, like he's just been relaxing and cooking. He has a look of content on his face, but he sees you and he doesn't. He looks. The expression you get is that he is not surprised to see you guys there
Zadar's a
at
big
his
fan of
doorstep.
inside, so he follows him.
Okay. So when you get in, you can see that it's a humble abode that he lives in. It's just got a single chair and a table in the middle, and he's got a little stove, little fireplace, not stove, but a fireplace with what are those rings called? The metal rings where you can hang the. Anyways, there's a pot hanging in there on a ring, and he's cooking something in there. And there is a few chairs kind of stacked against the wall, and he kind of points to them and offers you guys a seat. and goes and checks the food in the pot, and he starts relaying some information to you. He basically tells you guys, it boils down to that he's been away for 5 or 6 days, and he relays to you that several days ago, a group of villagers, many of whom he has known for a long time, for years, abducted the mayor in broad daylight and his family. He knows there was a tussle and that the mayor's bodyguard was killed. He kind of kept out of sight with this, and he followed this group of people. He followed them northeast. He followed them all the way across the farmlands into the dim forest, and then south to the Rushmores. So when this is going on, he's following this marching party of mindless neighbors that he used to know and talk to and trust. He's following them with their kidnapped victims, staying well enough behind and out of sight, and they didn't detect him. And he followed them all the way north into the dim woods through the trail, and then took a sharp turn south into the Rushmores. Once they got to the Rushmores, it wasn't a far distance through the swamp to what turned out to be apparently their lair. Outnumbered and outgunned and not equipped to handle the situation, he made his way back to Orlane by the shortest route possible, which is just cutting through the swamp right there directly to the west. So he didn't, they try to go through the dim forest and keep out of sight and come down. He literally just beelined it back to Orlane. He explains to you that the most direct path through the woods, or the most direct path would be to go directly through the marshes, but recommending to follow the trail through the north to the dim wood. And he also relates to you that, here, I'll just post this. As I'm sure you've already discovered, our enemies seem to be able to possess the minds of the villagers. Those who are turned follow the cult blindly, and time is running out for Orlane. Whatever possesses the power to control the minds of these people must be rooted out and destroyed quickly, lest the entire region be lost. Be wary, the denizens of the woods and the swamp are many and fierce. So this is part of the reason why he didn't go on a suicide mission down into the lair. He's just completely outmanned and outgunned. Which leads me to the next thing, is that I am too old to be delving into dungeons and fighting the forces of evil anymore. But I may have a few trinkets that can help you. So he goes over into the corner and he pulls out this chest, and it looks like you see a cloak in there, and you see what looks to be like items that he might have gathered from his adventuring days. He pulls a few things out, and he's like, maybe these can help you in your quest. What you see him pull out of the chest is what looks to be a cloak, some vials of liquid, some boots, a ring, and a wand. And let me drop these in the party sheet. And you guys are lucky because you have the person that can tell you exactly what they are with you
Who,
guys.
Romney?
Yeah, these are Romney's possessions, right? He's giving them to you so he can explain to you what these things do. Okay.
What size are the boots? Like,
Human.
okay. And the cloak?
Cloak, I mean, it's human. The cloak is human. So in the party sheet, this is what he explains to you. He explains this cloak he gathered about 40 years ago in his youth, and this is a cloak of elven kind. So this thing can make you camouflage and virtually invisible in certain circumstances. You have to read the specifics in there, but it's a cloak of elven kind. He has 2 potions of healing. He has 1 potion of speed, which he basically tells you guys, be careful with this one. It has the effect of rendering the person older after using it.
Oh,
So you can definitely lose some youth and vitality drinking these things too much. The ring is a ring of protection, which he pretty much describes as this ring will make it harder for you to get hit and protect you against magic. The wand, he basically tells you guys be extremely careful with this and only use as a last resort. This is a wand of wonder.
Oh,
It's a strange and unpredictable device that will generate any number of strange effects randomly. He says that he got this off of a wild mage some time ago, and each time it is used. The usual effects are shown on the table below, but you may be able to alter these for any of these ones in your campaign as you can see fit. No, it's just going to be exactly how it's written in here because I like it. I like the random nature of this thing. And there
Hmm.
you guys go. You can decide how you guys divvy that up.
Awesome. Well, um,
And let me pull up a map for you really quick too, so you guys can get an idea of the. I had this map set up, and I should have pulled that up. And
Arawak
I'll.
eyes the ring.
Okay.
oh, Arawak decided to join us inside.
I didn't say I wasn't going inside. I
Technically,
was
he didn't.
questioning why you guys were going inside.
Technically, he didn't say it, but technically he didn't. I gotta give Scoot that he technically did not say he wasn't. He was just questioning.
I
Like,
understand.
you guys are cool with this.
I
Yeah, he
made
was being.
soup right out of the pot right now with the ladle.
So when you do that, Romney kind of looks over at you and is like, "There was bowls in yonder cupboard, like that," and he
I
points over to the
I
cupboard.
tilt my head as I slurp.
There's wooden bowls. You see that there's wooden bowls, and he's kind of looking at you with a there's a glint of annoyance in his
He's
eye.
been hanging out with Arawak too long.
Oh man, yeah, I can't wait for that. Okay, so let me show you. Romney also has a map.
you say there were boots too?
There are boots, but let me just show you one thing before you guys move on to the inventory. Can
Okay.
everybody see the map?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you are pretty familiar being residents of the Grand March, or maybe even the Grand Duchy of Geoff or Bizel or Ulick. Any of the general areas, you're reasonably familiar with the general areas. What Romney was describing to you, and I might have said it wrong. I had it written down, and I for some reason lost the note. But essentially, what he was telling you guys was that he had followed the kidnapping party where I'm pointing right here. He had followed them across the farmland. Can everybody see the pointer?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. He followed them across the farmland into the outlining farms and through the vineyards into the dimwood. When they reached the dimwood, they followed kind of closely, probably about, a half mile away from the tree line, all the way like this. And he's got this mark. The map that he shows you is a little bit rough, obviously rougher than the Darlene map, but you get the general idea of what he's saying. He says that when you reach the edge of the forest on heading, where the tip meets the swamp, the trail will be easy to follow and it goes due south for about a day. He relates to you that the entire trip should take about 4 days to reach the lair, to reach the mouth of the lair. He also says that the track is actually easier to follow in the marsh because they've knocked down all the rushes in like a
Yes,
beeline
they
all the
they
way.
did.
They knocked down all the rushes.
Hmm.
Also, if somebody is familiar with the Dimwood, which you have Airwalk with you, and he's very familiar with the Dimwood
In Forest.
and the forest in general, they'll be able to follow the trail. And he says they've made it's they mindlessly like just broke through, followed in this path and breaking through everything. They weren't even trying to conceal their tracks. They just marched like merry men with their prisoners or right through the woods and down. But he does,
Was
and
this
again, yeah, go
Romney?
ahead.
Was
Hmm.
this near a a structure?
What type of
And I
structure?
described to him the structure that I almost lost my life at.
There are many of those structures in the dim wood. I know not their history or purpose, but I think they might have something to do with ancient druids in the area. And no, the area that you described, the only one that Romney knows of one of those is probably about a day and a half to the west of Orlane. So up in here. That's where Romney knows one of them is. He says that there's one on the southwestern edge that he knows about, but he doesn't know of any other one.
So I show him on the map. It was about right there.
He did not see one of those going through. But
It was a
again,
very big structure.
the woods is thick. And I apologize if there's something that I'm missing here, Scoot. Was there something that we
Well,
talked
he
about
has
before?
the same type of hanging symbols. The stuff that's hanging around in his where he lives.
Oh, the
those,
wind chimes. Yeah,
The wind
the wind.
chimes, exactly like the wind chimes, or similar to the wind chimes that were at this structure that we were at.
The structure that you guys, yeah, the structure that you guys were at was right here, where I'm pointing. Are you talking about the
Where are you
very all
pointing? I don't see where you're pointing.
on the map? Can you
Oh,
see the
way
map?
over there?
Yeah.
No, we were way over here. I thought.
No, no. Orlane is right here. Orlane is right here. Yeah, that's
Or
why
we
I was
were. I thought
confused.
we were due north of Orlane.
No, no. You guys literally started out in Hachuch, and they ran into you right. It's right about here is where it was.
Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense. Not
yeah,
say
yeah. So yeah, sorry. No, it's fine. It's been a while. It's been 6 months since we talked about. Yeah, but so a little
I
background.
remember
When
things a little too well. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine, dude. It's fine. I thought maybe I was missing something, but yeah, the structure that you're referring to, where you guys almost lost, or where you almost lost your life, is halfway between Hachuch and Orlane. Orlane is the green dot, and I
Okay.
apologize if it's not easy to see here, but I put a little pin here. What is it? Shift? What's circle? Shit, yeah.
I
So
see. I see that pin. Yeah, that's
yeah,
Orlane.
yeah, that's Orlane. Exactly.
Okay, that's not Haku. Hakak.
No, is that how you pronounce it? I always say Hachuch,
Hakak.
Hakak, and Hook Hill.
Don't say
I know
hot
Hook.
cock. It's just hot cock, not hot cock.
I said hot
Hot
cock.
c-
I said hot cock.
I thought it was Hocock.
I Hocock I like better. Let's do
I
Hocock.
think
Ho cock.
I think it's better to leave it like
Just
Hochooch.
let it
out.
go.
I think I'd
We'll
just
say
leave it
ho hooch.
Hachooch. Hachooch.
Better.
Bless you.
Yeah, I really like this map. Man,
Yeah.
Darlene map,
So,
man.
uh, wait, what
Mm-hmm.
are you talking about, Airwalk? Where you almost lost your life and the
You weren't with us yet. It
oh,
was me and the ranger.
Yep.
And
ah.
and we had some other elven caster.
There
It was a
two
friend
elves.
of his.
Yep. In fact, one of the
But
people that
they
was
are no
with you.
longer with us.
Yep. Do you remember what happened to Garrick?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like
Garrett was cut up.
vivisected in the temple of
And
Marika.
we took him out and had a burial for him.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
I
So
don't remember what happened to the other elf.
Farlight disappeared in the night.
Farlight. Yeah.
Yep. He disappeared around the same time that Garrick disappeared. Lots of people disappearing and turning up dead in this peaceful farming community. So that's the
Garrett surprised me that he disappeared without saying something, but the Farlight guy, I didn't trust him. Not that that means a lot to you all.
Oh, it means a lot.
You don't trust anyone.
I trust you.
Oh,
Oh,
You
look
do?
at this.
I
You guys are
feel-
breaking down
Wow.
the
I
Yeah.
feel honored.
You guys are breaking down the Grugok. This is
But
I'm
that
impressed.
doesn't mean that we'll have dinners at the family homestead.
At Hook Hill, at the
Fair
fine
enough.
dining in Hook Hill. Okay, gentlemen. So okay. So now that I've explained the map a little bit better, I'd recommend hotkeying this map somewhere. Maybe put it on your Alt or Shift sections.
That's
If you
too
need
much
me to.
work. You can just share it with us every time
There it is. What does this play? What
I
does
don't
this
want to
look
hear it.
like?
I don't want to
What?
hear it, buddy. I don't want to
I,
hear it.
I know, dude. You gotta have pity, man. You deal with this shit all the time. Oh, hey, I
That's
got
why
one for
whenever
you.
I open a
I
map, I
got
just automatically just share it again.
I got one for you. How many attacks do I get this round? I'm gonna say that every round. I'm not gonna pay attention. I'm not gonna pay attention at all, and I'm just gonna ask you every round how many attacks I
Well,
get this
but
round.
see, the thing is if
Jesus.
I was running this game,
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
have
fuck
only made
you.
one roll for that,
Yeah,
as
that's the
opposed to 8.
it's an inside joke, Dwayne. It's just it's something. There's two. Yeah, no.
Dwayne might have seen it.
If I was running this game, man, I had to bite my tongue on that one. That pissed me off. I got to say, like that actually pissed me off when we said that. But anyway, back to the
No,
game. So
I missed that.
yeah, you did. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not important. So
Yeah,
the
back to this.
back to the
Where are the
game.
boots?
So did someone's
There's no
okay.
boots.
Oh, did I say boots? I'm sorry. I saw speed and I thought boots is speed. I apologize for that. In fact, you know
That's a
what?
potion.
Yeah, it's a potion of speed. I'm so sorry about that. It's a cloak, or three vials of liquid, which he explains what all this does. A ring of protection. It looks like we got straggling torches in there. That might be one of the torches covered
That's
in shit.
mine.
Okay.
No,
It's not one of the torches
Melissa had
covered in
too
shit.
many. No, it is
Okay.
not. Melissa didn't want to carry that many torches because it was weighing her down, so she
All
just
this.
So the wand of
threw them in
wonder.
there.
Here, let's just put a rib bone in there for you all.
There you go. Thank you. So the wand of wonder is in there, and he again warns you to be careful with this item, but he thinks maybe that it might be able to aid you.
Oh, anyone mind if I play around with that?
I
You
don't think
can
I can
definitely
use
play
something
around
like
with
that.
the. Melissa wants nothing to do with the wand of wonder, so
I will be right back. Very sorry.
No, you're good.
Rugok wants the ring.
Yeah, probably good for him to have it. Oh, you know what I need to do is I need to get. Oh, probably not available is leather armor for me. Gonna have to hang back.
What do you mean not available? There's definitely leather armor. You wanted to buy some leather armor?
Gnome sized?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay,
He's got one set, and it's extremely overpriced. But yes,
I can make you
okay.
some armor.
if time is an issue or isn't an issue, which I think it is, but I'm gonna just to expedite things say that there is a small sized leather armor in there,
Okay,
gnome
cool.
size, dwarven size, dudes. Keep it simple.
Okay, cool.
And there's times to be gnarly hardcore like that, but we need to this part of the game. A lot of people like tell me skipped over the first two parts and actually start with this part, but
Oh, really?
I found that yeah. But I'm glad we did it the way we did. It built things up, but I wanted to get it moving, get a jump start here. The So we got 2 potions of healing, 1 potion of speed, and a cloak of elvenkind.
does anybody want the cloak?
Might help Airwalk
Well,
scout.
considering I'm an
Yeah,
elf.
it's true.
Does it, though?
Not really. You're
I
already
mean,
so good at that,
it's-
dude. It would be more. It would probably be better.
Well,
It would be, yeah.
Then Talissa,
somebody
maybe.
else.
Yeah.
It says it's sized
Talissa-
for
Tali-
human.
I looked
or
Talissa
elf.
up and down, seeing that she's not wearing metal, and say she'd make a good scout recruit.
And again, man, because I can't keep all this information in my head, at least when I first run into it, please read your magic items carefully and know what they do so that you can get the most use out of them, because
Mhm.
I will forget. There is a lot of things I learn
Oh,
every
wow.
single time. But the Cloak of Elvenkind is quite impressive. I read it the other night. I think
Actually, that's pretty.
Yeah, they're nice. They're pretty.
Armor, man.
yeah, it's
90% fucking
yeah,
underground against
yeah, it's
infravision?
yeah, it's pretty gnarly. It's if you're in high growth, you're 100% invisible if you're trying to, you have the thing with the hood up over your head. 100%. It's actually more powerful than I thought it would be. In a brightly lit room, it's 50%, that you're invisible in an urban setting in a brightly lit room, which I find incredible. But it is a magic cloak.
That actually might be better for airwalk, and I'd cough that ring back up for that instead.
Okay. What does the
Only
ring do? Put it
it's
put the
plus
ring
2 to
back.
your armor class and plus 2 to saving throws.
So when you go to take the ring, Romney goes, "Nice ring. It looks like you already have one of these."
Oh,
Who?
the airwalk?
Alyssa,
To Talissa? Oh,
Oh,
I have
Melissa
Mish
already
Mish's
has one.
you've been
I have
wearing it the
Mish's ring.
entire time. And the only reason why he points it out is because when you guys go to switch it away, he recognizes the ring. He recognizes it. So here.
I'll, I'll just take the potions of healing then. How's
You
that?
also suspected, and I should say you suspected Misha's ring did something because you've just feeling a
Yeah.
little bit more harder to hit lately. And just a little bit more lucky. More luck than usual is what you felt like. And you just chalked it up to good luck, but now it explains a few things.
So, Bloman, you
Yes.
wear leather armor, right?
Yes.
And you're usually up in the front in the melee. So
Mm,
maybe the ring of protection for you?
Yeah, it would help bring my AC reasonable.
I would say that's probably wise.
Yeah.
Because Airwalk typically is going to be not in the mix
Yeah.
unless he can get a backstab in.
And what do we got for Zadar? We got some dope ass sword. We got plate.
Yeah,
got-
he's like
he's set.
loaded.
He's got fine quality plate, fine quality, which is a +1. It's not magic, but I made it fine quality +1. Fine quality shield and a sword and dagger +1 both. He's got some magic, man. This is good. You guys are a small party too, so it's like what you were
Two.
saying, dude. It's like the magic items make the difference in the
Yeah.
classic D&D versus the 50 million different features your character can have.
Yeah.
What was that,
Yeah,
babe?
they made 5e so you didn't have to have magic items.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I like the
That was
magic
the
items.
intent of the design.
Yeah, I actually like the way that classic is better. I like it. So what were you saying, babe?
I was going to say who wants the aging potion?
There's an
Talissa
It's
doesn't want it.
potion.
The
so
speed.
that's what, of course, a female is gonna describe
I don't want
the
that shit.
potion of speed like that. The
How
aging
much does it
potion.
age?
It
Like a
ages you
Year.
year.
a year. A year.
To
Oh
an
shit!
elf, that's
Really? That's
nothing.
nothing.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, each time, and check this out, Scoot.
I'll take it.
Each time that yeah,
Airwalk
exactly.
doesn't give a shit.
Each
I got
time
a
that you
shit ton of
cast,
years.
I know. Each time, well, granted that you don't get killed first, but that's
Well,
beside the point.
that
So
has nothing to do with my age.
exactly. So anytime you cast speed or use potion of speed, anything with this or haste,
Yeah.
it ages you a year. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I did it in Mike's game, and I was like, who's ready to get older? I did it like twice, dude, and everybody aged 2 years. It was great. I didn't even
Oh,
ask the first time. I just did it.
oh, it ages
Right.
the other people too?
Yeah. If
It-
you, well,
If you
if you're
cast it
casting
on them.
haste, yeah. So I was
Okay.
casting haste on a group of people, to speed everybody up, gives you extra attacks. I mean, it's super helpful, right?
Yeah.
Everything is doubled. So it definitely can make a big difference in a fight. So who's taking it?
I think Airwalk.
I'll take it if nobody else wants it. I don't care.
Hmm.
Most
Somebody wants
useful
it,
for
take
him
it.
because he can double his attacks.
Who's got the +2
I
ring?
can double my misses.
Loman has it.
Loman,
has
okay,
the-
make sure you equip that.
Yeah. Were there boots? Did you say there were
No,
boots too?
we already
There's
Or-
no
went over
boots.
that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He
I
thought they were
saw
boots of speed.
I saw speed, and every
Oh,
time I
okay.
see speed, I think boots of speed.
Okay,
My
that's.
eyes go to boots of speed, but they weren't. I was mistaken.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna remove this effect because we don't even need this on here anymore for con versus wand, stabs, rods, and spells. Get rid of that. Let me expose since she's got. Oh, cool! It
Whoa,
automatically
whoa,
did it.
whoa, whoa. Not ready for that.
Cool. She's already got that one set to visible. Perfect.
Uh-oh. We just lost Laura. Hope we don't lose Spencer.
Laura.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you?
No, that was
No.
weird.
Yeah, something's up,
But
man. We never have problems with our connection. We have the best internet you can get. Fuck. I wonder if they're throttling us or something.
Well, remember they said our data was almost all used up.
Yeah, because of Caliber, Scoot, I had done a ton of like re-downloading and switching. Yeah, so thank you for that.
Up
You're
and
most
close
welcome.
apps
I
on you.
told him to take it easy because I keep getting
I
texts
had to
from.
transfer it from one computer to the other, and it was in the cloud, so I had to re-download like 40 gigabytes, like
I
twice.
pay
So
some extra
Yeah.
amount of money a month just for unlimited bandwidth.
yeah, we have unlimited. We have it's we're already paying
Golly.
like 120 for like the gnarliest like internet you can get. I don't even know the speed, but it's ridiculous speed. Um, but I'm thinking about doing that. I think it's like you said, another 15 or 20 a month.
And I think it's
Because I don't.
for me. I think it's 20.
I rarely go over though. See, that's the thing. It's like I'm gonna be doing that, and I, yeah,
I think with I haven't really reanalyzed my usage because when I had kids, all my kids were here.
Yeah.
Equally all
oh
the time.
yeah, it's way worse. Yeah.
Mm.
So one thing I did for Talissa is it's not coded in naturally, but versus fire and electric, which is actually lightning, druids get a 2 to all their saves. I didn't know that, so I coded that in. I coded a few other things, which you guys don't know about right now.
Right.
Or I'm just checking some things, so give me a second.
Send me your db.xml.
No, no, I will not do that.
Ah.
I will not do that.
Is the shield I'm using, was that Ben Russ's?
I believe it
I think
was, yes.
so.
No,
I don't remember
no,
having this.
no, no. It was from the
Oh, that
cottage
was
when you,
with the plate.
yeah, it came with the
That was
plate.
there with the plate. Okay, cool.
So you need to tell me when you're in a fight if you're using your shield or you're going to use two-handed. Two-handed will actually give you, let me see, or will it? Are you using a longsword?
Normally, yeah.
I don't think longsword it makes a
Longswords aren't
difference.
two-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't use it two-handed. So
He could do
really,
two-fisted with the dagger in one hand and the longsword in the other
yeah, you could do that. It'll be
without the
huge
shield.
penalty. Yeah, right? It's going to be a negative, what?
Dual
Negative,
wielding.
yeah, dual wielding.
Is that the same
So,
thing like a negative offhand attack roll, basically?
Negative
yeah,
one, negative primary, -2 primary, -4 offhand.
yep,
Okay. Yep.
But your
yeah,
dex can mitigate it if you're high dex, right?
yep. Reaction bonus can mitigate it. Absolutely. I thought that the penalty was a little bit more than that, but I believe you. We can look at that later, but essentially what it boils down to is that you can fight with your longsword and shield if you so desire, or you can just fight with your longsword. It doesn't matter. So just tell me though if you're gonna use your shield, just keep it equipped. I think it's unequipped right now.
I don't have to like
All right,
set
let's
it
go
down
kill
when
shit.
I'm fighting without it, do I?
Yeah,
Excuse
we're
me.
set. Hmm?
What were you saying, Tommy?
I don't have to like set it down if I'm not gonna fight with it. It's just like
No.
on my back.
Yeah, yeah. You can just keep it equipped and assume that you're always using it in a fight. I'll just do that. I got it. You got a pretty good AC. Okay, so let me open this. Really happy that we did this, man. It's been so much super dynamic shit all over the place in Orlane. So you got the gear. Romney feeds you guys all. The soup is really good. It's some type of a vegetable stew that he made, and it's quite good. Um, in fact, one of the cool things that you noticed is that he has a tiny little wooden bowl, and he actually fills it and puts it in the corner next to the fireplace, and his weasel goes over there and he just
Huh.
starts eating, slurping it up. He loves it. And then when he's eating, Romney sits down, eats with a wooden spoon, and when he's eating, the weasel actually jumps up and crawls up and perches and just kind of lays his head on his shoulder like this and just looks at you guys. There's an intelligence in his eyes, like super intelligent. You can see this creature is very intelligent, very trusting, loves his master. So
What
again,
happened to Shadow?
Shadow's with you guys. He's with you.
Alyssa is finding Shadow now.
Yeah,
Yep.
Shadow's hanging out with me.
Yep. And
She's
that's
attuning to Shadow.
Say what?
and that, and, and
Just
that
making an attunement joke.
oh, an attunement joke. So, and this is where you guys need to decide. Nobody has Talissa actually does have an animal training, and it is up to you right now what you do with Shadow. He helped out in the last battle. He watched his master die. He's kind of heartbroken. Um, but it is up to you. There's plenty of people in the village to take care of the dog, or you can choose to take the dog. So let me know. Also, I should mention as well that there is a livery in town. The price that you remember, it could be more right now, but when you first got to Delane, you actually inquired about this. It's 75 per riding horse. That's 75 GP per riding horse.
So to double check
More or
the
less.
location, he said, it's in the dim forest. It's not in the Rushmores, or it is in the
It
Rushmore.
is in the Rushmores,
Okay.
but the path of least resistance is following the road through the Rushmores into the southern tip, because otherwise you're going to be going straight through the marshes. Less hostiles, less beasties, less. At least I should mention that it's less of a chance of running into shit in the direction they're going.
And how practical is it to take horses into the Rushmore?
As far as horses, you're gonna inquire Romney about that.
Yeah.
You guys would know that it's a thick mire, and that you are not going to be able to get horses through that shit
Okay.
easily. But you could get them, you could get them to
Horses.
the edge of the woods.
Horses are a
Now,
liability. Where we're going,
Okay.
it's wasted money.
Hey, save the money then.
yeah, and you're right, Scoot, and that's why I'm asking. So Laura has animal training, but I don't believe we ever picked an animal for her to train with, which sucks. But again, you're not going to be able to do the same things that Benrus was able to do with Shadow, like his commands and everything.
Hmm.
We
I
won't be
don't
able
I
to do
don't
it. In
really.
fact,
I think we should
yes.
just leave Shadow. I was just thinking we should leave Shadow with Romney, unless you guys want to.
No, it'd
I
probably
can send him to my people.
yeah, probably be best to leave him.
Where maybe Romney can. Yeah,
So the dog,
kind of.
amazing. The dog is like amazingly well behaved. He is
He's a
not.
good dog.
He's a good dog. He's not chasing the weasel. In fact, the weasel looks at him like very interested.
Huh.
And
Hmm.
Romney actually brings the weasel down and shows him to Shadow, and they kind of sniff, and the weasel like licks his nose, and the dog just kind of. It's kind of a Rottweiler, right? This dog.
Found him a home.
Shadow looks, Shadow has been with Benra since he was a puppy, and you can tell he just doesn't have the pep in his step that he used to have. He's
Yeah.
quite upset. And Romney offered, I mean, if you guys, so you offering the dog to Romney?
I think that's
It's
a
what
really good idea.
Callissa's just asked Romney. Maybe your pet weasel might might like to have a friend, and it looks like
What
they get
happened
along
to
really
his
well.
what happened to his master? Where is the dwarf that I've seen traveling with you guys?
Was killed by
Oh, he's 6 foot under now.
a poisonous snake under the golden grain when we were trying to escape the
Instantaneous
ghoul
death.
warren.
He's gone back to the earth.
This is unfortunate. You say that there were catacombs beneath Orlane?
Yes.
I
They
had
s-
suspected.
they stretch from the Temple of Marika to the golden grain under the lake.
I knew about the ancient subcellar beneath the Temple of America, but it is news to me that those extended out further.
Well, there was a temple of Ralashaz underneath there, in between as well.
His eyes kind of, one eyebrow goes up to that. It seems many things are hidden in secrecy in this village. Right under
And
my nose.
that damn mouth wouldn't talk to us.
Perhaps one day I will. Perhaps one day I'll have to take a visit to the temple once things go back to normal, if they ever go back to normal. This town has been bled.
Well,
So again, he basically reiterates the same thing that he said to you before and the urgency of it. And how can I say this? I don't know what creature or creatures has the power to control the minds of men and beasts, but whatever it is not, or it is to be feared. Any creature with the power to control the minds is an extremely dangerous foe. I suspect this town does not have much longer before the entire region is taken over. I wish you I wish you luck on your quest to bring an end to the horror of this village that has overtaken this village.
we will
Wait,
do our
we're
best.
gonna raise and burn down the village?
The trouble in Orlane. There we go. It's a nice play on the title.
Ah.
To end the trouble in Orlane.
Dun dun dun.
We're gonna burn down the village.
Ah.
Classic Airwalk. I'm gonna give him 50 experience points for that. Where's my fucking notebook, dude? Where is my notebook? Hold on. In fact, I need that, dude. I need that out right now. Here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. It's like my scratch pad that I have to have.
I
I
hate when
know
I
where I
can't
put it.
find mine.
Yeah, it's like I need that. That is like a must when you're playing.
I've actually been using my iPad for that type of stuff.
Yeah, I've been leaving myself a ridiculous amount of notes.
I like pen and paper. I'm old school.
Well, I
A paper
have
trail.
a pencil and I have a screen protector that feels like paper. And so I write on the tablet. And then I can search my damn notes because I have 20 freaking bullet journals in my closet
Mm-hmm.
from at least 6, 7 years of archived notes.
Yeah.
I'm never going to know what's in them.
Hard to search through that, yeah. Gotta
Yeah,
reread them all.
Yeah, like
screw
digitizing that
that.
stuff is awesome. It's like, and it's really cool looking back. That's why I'm glad that I'm doing all the journaling and everything. This is the first time I've ever run like a big campaign. This is the biggest campaign I've ever done. So I got many more years of learning and writing things down. All right, I got the notes. That's 50. 50 for my good friend Scoot.
No, it's for Airwalk. The smart
For
ass.
Right.
Airwalk. My apologies. For Airwalk. 50 for Airwalk. You guys are all great, man. So, I mean, you
He
guys are
gets
all
he gets
great.
rewarded for being an ass. It's just
Ah.
it's not fair.
It's just the character, Airwalk. It's actually the alignment.
Yeah, it's just the
which
character.
is the alignment, lawful good.
Oh, you do not want to see me play a lawful good character. And if Airwalk dies, that is what you will have.
Yo, Sir Hurkati, the what's it? Yeah, that guy. I was
The
curious about
paladin.
that. Yeah.
Like a really like overly annoying lawful good
You
No,
guys,
no,
are you
no,
guys?
character.
no. I'm not. I will
You'll
not
see.
give it away. You'll eventually
He's
see
good
Okay.
at it. He's good role
Okay.
play. You guys are all good role players.
it.
So as far in Scoot, you are correct with animal training. That's the thing is you pick an animal that you start with, and then as you gain, like I believe it's every time that you put another point in the proficiency slot, you can pick an additional animal, and it's up to like you can train up to like 1d6 or
3.
2d4 amount of animals max. And there's a bunch of rules for it, but it actually gets really convoluted. But simply put, yeah, you have to pick the one you're starting with. Um,
Oh, we lost Laura.
yeah, what is going on, man? I wonder what is going on with this thing.
Animal handling would be the more appropriate skill, though, to have, because animal training is you're training an animal, and it
I have a
takes
feeling
months.
that is possibly we did the. I'm really a stickler for the accuracy of these sheets, but I have a feeling that with her, that might have been the one that we meant to pick, and I will review that later. But I have a feeling exactly what you said is the handling was what we meant to pick, because I would have said we pick.
Because see, that one's more generic.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna switch that out. I almost guarantee. I need to look at it later. It
It
might
would
have been
make more
part.
sense because
Well,
having
it
animal
might have been
training
part of
is
the
like,
Avenger. It might have been part of the Avenger kit, is why. No,
oh,
wait. No, it's tracking. It's part of the kit. I'm gonna switch that out for her because it definitely makes more
it makes
sense.
more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it out. That was a really good point. So what we're doing, Laura, is we're switching you
Hmm.
to animal handling. Read the
Okay. I got booted out again for some reason. So.
yeah, what is going on, dude? We never have
Mhm.
this issue. It's so weird.
You
So
guys
weird.
got packets colliding.
My
Is that
computer like froze up and then
Oh,
what's
shit.
going on, Scoot? It's
yeah.
like,
Hello?
yeah.
Hi.
Can you hear
Okay.
us, babe?
I thought it happened again.
You started happening. Now
That's
you're
funny.
paranoid about it.
But everybody was just quiet.
So
And that's
what?
what
So what happens exactly? You just Fantasy Grounds just drops?
well, that time was it's different every time, but that time everything froze and I couldn't hear anybody, and then I got
Yeah.
booted off Discord and Fantasy Grounds, and then I came back.
It could be Discord.
Yeah, I have this feeling that it's like,
That's
yeah.
because Discord uses Unity as well. And I was running,
Oh
I
my
for a
God.
while there, I was
Yeah,
I remember because I was running multiple Unity things, which
yeah,
is why I took the streaming off of my
yeah. It sounds,
desktop and put
yeah.
it on my laptop.
That's the vibe I get is that the streaming is actually causing this somehow. And honestly, man, I was telling Dwayne, but the last few patches, at least on mobile for Discord, have been shit. Like buggy as shit. Like just if it bugs from like A to Z. Like I can't even begin. Like, and it's been the last three, and that's mobile. So I don't
Discord?
know. Yeah, I've had a lot of problems with Discord mobile since at least on my iPhone. Um. Anyway, all right, guys. So I've switched out animal handling.
Okay.
You
Thank you.
guys got all the information. Are we going to be visiting the livery?
No.
No.
Okay. Now, Scoot, I don't know if you heard this, but in notes,
Yeah, with the
you know where the
coins.
current, yes.
I wanted to okay. I
You weren't
caught
here,
like
so I
so explain
consolidated
to
things
me where that money is.
in the jeweler
And
in town. I'll show you the map where it is if you
well,
want to see
I
the
don't
map.
care about physical location.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, what's the point? Aerowalk, not Scoot.
Yeah.
why does Airwalk think he did this?
Because you guys are offloading. You don't want to be carrying around 30 pounds of gold to whatever you're doing. So you guys downsized and stored it to keep it simple. KISS.
Let me take a look here. If that was like kind of the intent of it,
The other party
I'm
convinced
I'm
Airwalk.
taking all the silver and the gold and the electrum and copper that Airwalk has, and just like giving it to Zadar and Loman
That's
and
pretty much
Talissa.
what happened. That
Well,
they
I'm looking
convinced.
at my inventory and I've got 81 copper and 47 silver,
All right,
47
let's just
electrum.
keep it simple here. Then
I would keep the 50 platinum on
okay,
Airwalk, but all the
that's
other coin, Airwalk would say that those guys can have it
all
because
right. Let me put it
it
in the
means nothing
notes.
to him.
Yeah, that's what we did before you got here. So we tried to break it down as much, but I didn't want to leave you completely empty-handed. So I already offloaded 50 GP, 50 platinum, and 50 silver from you. So what
Yeah,
what more? How much
just
more? Gold.
just take all the gold, the electrum, the silver,
What
and the
is that?
copper.
Just read it to me.
It's
29 more
29
gold.
gold,
Okay, so that puts you at
47
79.
electrum,
All right, 79.
47 silver.
Hold on. We already had done this, so 47 electrum.
Yep,
Okay, how
47
much?
silver,
Okay, that puts you at 97 silver. I've already had done this, so I got to add it. How many platinum?
81 copper.
Okay, 81 copper.
The 50 platinum, I want that back on Airwalk. Airwalk
80.
does not.
That look
Platinum
good
is
to
like,
you? Party currency. Does that look good to you? Accurate?
that looks perfectly fine. Get rid of the 50 PP though,
Okay.
and I'm going to
Go
toss
ahead and
that onto.
don't forget to spend it out of your inventory so you're not getting the weight for it. That's what everybody was doing. They were, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I gotcha.
This is our bank statement right here. And the jeweler, by the way, guys, the jeweler is right here, just so you know. This is where you guys headed. The jeweler, the money changer,
There we go.
is right here. Can everybody see that? Right
And
here.
Airwalk makes it known to the rest of the party that all that coin that he gave there, they can have it. Like
Okay.
you guys can have that. He doesn't want it.
Okay.
So in party currency, it still says 50 PP under Airwalk. Is that accurate, Spencer?
No,
It shouldn't. I deleted it.
You
we can
did?
still see it. Close it and reopen it, maybe.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, it's still there under
It's,
Airwalk.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's not there for me. I
Hmm.
wouldn't worry about it right now. Here, let
Okay.
me reshare
There
it.
it's going now.
Okay, you have to reshare it. It wasn't syncing. So, can everybody see the map of Orlane? This is where the jeweler is, in
Okay.
case you guys are curious. And it has a gem encrusted ring pictured on the outside. He's like a short, squat, little pudgy hog of a man who wears like super fancy clothing. It looks like he has a bodyguard. He has multiple, there's a room in the back that has metal bars, like a cage, right? And it's got a bunch of metal lock boxes, and he's got two bodyguards, and he wears a ton of rings, and he looks like your typical miser. So there you go. Now, as I said, are you guys ready for resting for the night? Because you need another day of rest to get back your spells and everything else.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
ready
we're
to
gonna
rest.
rest at that inn across the way from Romney's, right? What's
Hmm
it called?
Airwalk will find a nice cove, trees too.
You can sleep in the grove,
There you go.
Romney's Grove. And actually in the grove, there's a really nice peaceful den. And as the sun goes down, you can hear like horned owl kind of, you know, has made his nest nearby. The horned owl comes out, and there's a nice warm breeze. It's surprisingly warm for autumn, but yeah, you find a really nice breeze while everybody else heads over to the
the
slumbering,
container.
the slumbering serpent. Yeah. Okay, so night goes by uneventful. Let's see how the weather is today. Again, it's
Rain.
hotter. It's hotter. No, it's not rain. It's hotter than usual. It's say it's probably like 85. It's very much almost summer or spring weather, and there is a light breeze, kind of Santa Ana. Um, but really nice day. Clear sky, not a lot of clouds. The time is 6 a.m. You have your map. Does everybody have the Overland map?
I hotkeyed it. Can you share it again? Because it
Yep. Yep.
disappeared
This
when I got booted off. It
Yeah, that's fine.
disappeared.
I
Oh,
wonder if there's something weird going on with that. Yeah,
Or I can
just give
search
me a
it.
moment. No, I got you. It's and just in case anybody else encounters that, it's going to be the Grand March Overland. No, that's not it. That's the other one. Where the hell?
it's not Overland Dash Grand March.
Hold on.
Or wow, Orlane Village map is black now. Okay,
Yeah, weird.
took our
Yeah, we get.
token off of it.
Yeah, I took the party token off of it. Just give me a sec. I'm trying to close this, but we got a technical problem here.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, okay, 1 second. Christ.
So animal handling is just for to have some control over pack animals and beasts of burden.
Mm-hmm.
So not that's like horses and
Yeah,
There we go.
oxen,
Okay. God, what a pain.
donkeys and things. Not
and
like
dogs and possibly wolves.
okay.
There you go, guys. You can hotkey that, sweetie.
Ah, thank you. I will.
Okay. So you guys see the party token?
Yep.
Big
Yes.
P.
At Orlane.
Yeah. That
Mm.
hex is Orlane. Now remember, this is a 4 days journey. He said basically what he does is he breaks it down to where the first day is going to be almost completely walking across the farmland if you follow his route, obviously, right? And he mentions to you that it's about 2 days through the dim forest and another day south from there to the foot of the layer. And you'll need to follow the trail, but long story short, to start out, you're going to be heading northeast. If you so choose to follow his
Yeah, we'll take
Follow
it.
the
Take
trail.
his recommendation.
follow the trail. Well, it's not just that; it's the
Yeah.
trail that you get, the arrow walk easily. Okay,
Well, how are we determining where the trail is?
you can see
Airwalk
marks
and
that they left behind. He mentions too that it's easier to follow them in the mire and the moors because they've just cleared all the rushes down.
mm.
Okay, let me
So
open
they're
this.
not really concerned with stealthy behavior.
Not at all. Kind of my and
They're they're
that was
kind
a
of
point.
emboldened.
Yeah, they're very exactly. It's either that or they're just mindlessly following orders, right? So
Right.
it's kind of that's like the point that Romney was making too, is that he was literally following behind him. I mean, he was taking care to not be seen, but they were just kind of like just trudging forward with, not trying to conceal anything and not looking back, just going on the move, man.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're getting an early start and heading northeast. Is that
Okay. It's Romney's house in the Grove.
We slept at the Slumbering Serpent, didn't we? Well,
You
not
did.
Airwalk, but
You did. 3 of you stayed at the Slumbering Serpent and had a good meal. You do not need to deplete a ration. You do not need to deplete any water. You are set as far as that goes. All your spells should be reset. Check that, actually. I think we did that last session, but did I reset
yeah.
your spells?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody good with that? Good.
Mhm.
So it's 6 a.m. I've described the weather again. It's kind of a Santa Ana. It's nice, and you guys set out. Now, you guys are heading. Where are you heading? You're heading northeast along the trail.
Yes.
Okay.
We're sending Airwalk out in front to follow the trail.
Airwalk, what are you doing during this? Here, actually, let me describe this, and I'll stop at midpoint here. I need to break this into 2 parts. Yeah, I want to break this up. Cut. This is interesting right here. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to put on some music for you guys. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. I have a feeling there's just too much stuff going on. Farmland. This will work. Hmm. Oh, all right. Hold on. Can you guys hear any music?
No.
I'm not even going to mess with it. Yeah, having technical problems tonight, but that's fine. Okay, so not even going to jack with it right now. All right, here we go. Crossing the plains. First day of travel from Orlane is spent crossing the grassy plains east of the village. It's actually northeast. The farther from Orlane that you progress, the fewer signs of civilization you see. Most of the farms here appear abandoned. You meet no travelers on the road. The trouble in Orlane has indeed put a halt to caravan traffic in the area, just as you were told in the city of Hawk. Hawk. So indeed, everything that you had heard about, which initially sent you on this quest, has turned out to be true. The caravan traffic is non-existent. And one thing I need to do.
Back in a sec.
Yep.
So I'm gonna move out so I'm at least 100 feet away ahead of the party.
Okay.
And are we in undergrowth?
No,
Okay.
you're literally on the plains. You're passing by farmlands, not an undergrowth. Like
What is
this.
this? Old
Like
oaks that we
this.
see.
That's just the scenery that you see passing through. So this is
Okay.
minus the people right there. This is what you basically see. Also farmhouses like this. You can see. So yeah,
And that kind of irritates Airwalk as he's passing through here.
what irritates him precisely? I'm sorry if I'm slow on the uptake.
Farmland.
Farmlands
The
irritate you?
advancement encroachment of civilization.
See, I see.
Can the
It only
party
means
sense?
one thing. It only means one thing to Airwalk.
Right.
That is
Overtaking nature.
yep. Well, and the encroachment of non-Grugok upon the world.
Yep, because he's an absolute xenophobe. Nothing wrong with that. In fantasy game, right?
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that.
How is Airwalk showing his annoyance?
No, he's mentally just like you probably would get a sense that he's scoffing at this, that it's not natural.
So you pass some cornfields. Nothing happens, but you do start to notice that the farmlands start to become, or the homesteads start to become more spread out and few and far between until eventually you pass over the final field and you realize that up ahead of you is just lines plains.
Excuse me.
But you can see off in the distance, probably about a half hour ahead, you can see the tree line of what is very likely the dim forest. The day is getting late.
And this is where you all would start to notice that if Arawak could be happy, you can sense that he's a little peppier, knowing that he's going back to the woods.
That was good, man. I really like that.
Well, yeah, Loman's at home in the woods too.
Yeah.
Just had to
With
choke
Arawak
down that farmland.
Arawak doesn't seem as tense, or the tension seems to be lessening once you've left Orlane.
That's
Though perhaps a good torch to some of this farmland would
I private messaged you to Scoop, but you probably already
I
saw
saw
that. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So
Okay. So I would say it's about, let's see, you guys keep traveling. It is about, again, close to sundown, and you've reached the edge of the forest.
And I'll walk up to Talissa, and I'll whisper to her, keep your senses open. We are being watched. Tell that to Loman, and tell Loman to tell that to Zadar.
being watched from the forest? Can you tell what?
We've been being watched since we left the city.
Can you tell if they're following us from behind or? what direction they're in? Are they surrounding us?
I just get the sense that we're being watched.
Okay.
Just a
All right.
general sense. So yeah, go tell that to Loman, and then have Loman tell that to Zadar. Just look casual.
Okay.
And then I
Alyssa.
turn and I
Mm.
spit on the ground and kind of walk to the outskirts of where we're kind of camping and
Okay, you
just
guys are
stare
gonna
at the
set up.
forest.
All right, Talissa, what are you doing when he does that?
And Talissa just nonchalantly turns to Loman and whispers, kind of covering her mouth so nobody can read her lips.
Yes.
Love it.
She says, Arawak says we're being watched. Somebody's been watching us since we set out this morning. Tell Zadar.
Okay, so then I kind of meander over to Zadar and says, Zadar, I want to take a look at that sword. That nice sword you got.
Zadar, what are you doing?
I'm leading. I'm in front.
Well, you guys are close together right now. You've kind of stopped at the tree line. No one's said their intentions to me yet. Are you guys? What are you guys planning on doing?
It's,
Camping
yeah,
here?
it's late. We probably want to camp.
Okay. So is that agreed upon as a party? Do you guys want to camp in this area?
I mean, I
Yes.
think
Airlock would love to camp in this area,
Yeah,
in
Okay.
the trees.
yeah, in the forest.
Talissa also
You're
would
about
rather
20.
go in the forest.
You guys are about 20 feet from the tree line. You could camp within the tree line.
Yeah, we want to
Um,
go in the tree line.
Yeah.
okay. Or you could camp outside of it. Either way, I'm not suggesting either one. I'm just telling you, you guys can camp here or there. Okay, so your intentions is to camp. And then back to Tommy. You're not really leading at this point. In fact, Airwalk was kind of out in front during
But
this, and you.
I thought I didn't know what we were doing. We're fine.
Oh no, we're just marching across the plains, and now they're deciding to camp. And Loman was relating to you that you that Arawak and Talissa believe that you guys are being watched and have been watched since you guys left, or at least since you guys entered the outlining farms. So you make camp. You make camp for the evening. Watches. Are you doing watches?
Yes.
And if you are, what order?
Yes. Especially with knowing that we're being watched. We are doing what?
Okay. Everybody, the casters obviously in at least 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep to regain their spells. So that means that they could take the last 2 hours of watch with, it would probably be the wisest.
How many hours?
Of rest,
How many hours are we going to be camping?
that's up to you. But again, for the casters to regain anything, it's 6 hours uninterrupted. Granted, they haven't
We
casted
haven't used anything,
so
so
far, but
So Airwalk is going to just go and trance out for about 4 hours, and then
okay,
whoever's watching, he'll watch with them
okay, yeah.
for the
Explain
rest
that.
of the thing.
Right. Explain they don't sleep, so to say. They trance, correct? This is another
Yeah,
elf
for
mode.
about 4 hours of
Okay.
just meditate. It's a meditative
So
state
it's a
where
yeah.
we're aware but don't interact with the world around us. It's a
I get it.
reflection of our past and our future.
Okay, so you can basically do that, which is just equivalent of you sleeping pretty much is the equivalent of
Essentially,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So Airwalk is trancing in the woods. Loman, what watch order are we guys gonna go here?
I can take first.
Okay, then Zadar, and then Talissa. How does that sound?
Sounds good. Phyllis
Alyssa and
would like
Airwalk.
to have 6 hours of sleep.
Okay, can keep that simple.
Whether that whether she needs it or not for the spells, I think that would make sense.
Yep. Okay, so here we go.
Oh, I love the facial expressions.
Okay, the night goes by uneventful, which is kind of Airwalk.
Hmm.
You would know that these forest teems with life, um, and you're actually kind of surprised that nothing interrupted the party.
So
Um,
Zadar is taking the last watch.
No, Talissa took the last.
you and
What
Talissa took
watch
the
did
last.
Zadar have
Zadar had the first watch.
Watch.
First.
No.
first? Okay. I thought that
No?
Loman had the first watch.
Loman had first, Zadar had second, I think.
Okay, why? What's the question about the watches?
Well, because Airwalk's going to be around and kind of wants to ask Zadar some questions.
Okay, well, yeah, we can do that. So you want me to pause in between each watch? Is that what you're doing? Like, and I
No, it's
skipped
just when
over?
it's Zadar's watch, Airwalk would like to converse with Zadar.
We can do that. Back it up. Okay, so what watch was Zadar taking? The second
Second.
watch? Okay, so around, let me do this. That's fine. When we do watches, I was gonna run these fast because that's how it's written in the module to do them fast and smooth, but this is good. So I'm gonna do 2 hour advancement for the first watch. It's actually gonna be after you guys made camp. It's gonna be 2 hours after that. So
Zadar, where
there
are
you
you
go.
from?
North.
From the Northlands?
I can help him if you're Tommy if you don't know the area.
You can just make it up too.
Yeah, just make some shit up.
The
Just make some
Duchy of
Anything.
shit up.
Blick. Yeah.
There you go. Duchy of Ulick, near the Lort Mill.
What type of people are your people?
I didn't write a backstory, so
You
sorry.
don't need to. You don't need to, man. Just make something up. Just you can be
No,
as
this isn't
vague.
5e.
Yeah, you don't need to. Just make
I
something
don't
up.
need to, but we're role playing it. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, but you're good, man. You're good.
Just
Just that.
make it up.
Yeah,
Sick.
you're good.
My people are white.
Do they have privilege?
I look at him and I look him up and down. Is he pale? Is he like really white?
What do you look like, Tommy? You tan?
Yeah. Yes.
I go, you are an odd one for your people then.
No.
But you said your people are white.
Sure. Tan has more to do with exposure to the sun. You should know this, wise elf.
Oh shit!
Airwalk's gonna kill you now.
I,
I don't know about that, dude. It might be hard to kill.
it's
For-
1 die 6 when they're sleeping and it's coup de grace.
Oh my god.
Are we
So
done here?
Airwalk doesn't know what tan is. We got it.
No, I don't know what white is.
Oh,
When he
okay.
says his people are white, it makes no sense to him.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Well, my question is are your people a warrior stock? Or are your people civilized? And do your people wander the plains? Do your people wander mountains? Or are your people confined in big edifices of civilization?
My people are a mixture of all.
There you go.
But what is
Oh,
your experience in the woods?
is that what we're getting at? I have little experience in the woods.
I will
Why?
watch your
Why do
back.
you ask?
Because where we're going, if you don't have experience here, it is dangerous. This is where my people are from.
Thank you for the warning. He turns his head away from you.
And Airwalk just walks away.
You handled that Grugok good. The Grugok.
And he wouldn't ask this with Talissa or Loman because both of them are, woodsy people. But not knowing Zadar at all needs
Yeah.
to gauge what the hell I'm
No, he's filling him out. I get
into.
it. Yeah, he's filling him out. He's being typical abrasive Airwalk. He's trying to fill him out. Okay. Well,
Great.
guys,
Thank you for incorporating me.
you're awesome. Man, you guys are awesome. I love this group, man. This group's
Thank you
awesome.
for being a dick to me.
Well, no,
Yeah,
next time when I'm able to create my own character, it would make a lot more sense to get involved
yeah,
in role
yeah.
play.
What we'll do is
Yeah,
I'll
Does
help.
that make sense?
Yeah, we'll help
Yeah,
you.
totally.
We'll help you out, man.
But
Like,
I didn't get to make this character. This is just
yeah, you didn't.
a
You
blank
didn't
warrior.
yet. Yeah, we'll flesh him out for
A
sure,
blank
man.
warrior
So to
who probably
improvise all
suffers
that
from some
stuff is it's
amnesia.
not going to be like you're
Yeah,
not
it's
going to get the role play experience you're after. I think is
yeah, and you can flesh him out, dude, however you want. And we totally, I'll be happy to do that. And you could think of whatever you want and shoot it to me. We could even
we'll do that next time when I'm able to
yeah,
like
Well,
actually
well,
create my own
the thing
character.
is,
Next campaign.
Airwalk's not fleshed out.
yeah,
There's a
we can
basis
figure
for Airwalk. Airwalk is from the dim forest. That's about as fleshed out as he gets.
yeah, we'll figure it out for sure, Tommy. And if you and like I said, if you want to roll your own, I am like would be so happy,
Just
dude.
saying.
Like
Next
yeah,
time, let's keep.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, we totally. You can add to this guy. You can make up anything you want about this guy. Change his image, change his background, whatever. Like
maybe, maybe.
like Scoot was saying,
I'm
he
talking
has
next time. Different character.
okay,
Yeah,
right.
next
He's
time down
got
the road.
amnesia. He's got amnesia. Remember, he got knocked out, so he's got
Yeah, that's
amnesia.
right.
He doesn't remember. He doesn't
I don't
remember.
know where I'm from.
He's been mind wiped. All right, guys. So the evening passes uneventful. You do hear some wild animals in the night.
What animals?
Yeah,
Owls.
what animals?
Horned owls specifically. Airwalk would know this. Horned owls hooting all the way into the early morning when the mist, kind of lines you could see the mist covering the plains out to the south towards Orlane. And,
Any
the forest is dark as usual. You would know, and this is for everybody else, or Arawak, you know that this forest, the dim forest, is literally called the forest of perpetual twilight. It's literally the
Hmm.
Mirkwood.
Hmm.
It's so thick in here that no underbrush grows. Because it just, the trees are so thick, it's like moss covered, and the canopy is so thick that there's hardly any underbrush growth in here at all because the sun can't get to it.
Hmm.
So it's actually, you can
Oh,
walk at many points. You can actually walk two, three, three abreast along the trail. It's the thick trail. You can see it worming its way in from
but
here, even from
Airwalk
where
is
you're
going
at.
to make sure that everybody stays 100 feet or more behind him.
Okay, so he's scouting in front, 100 feet. Okay, day 2.
Is it safe to assume that I would like to ensure that while I do talk to the rest of the party, that I teach them some hand signs that I would make for them to understand what is going on in my world on the
Yeah,
scout?
I would say in the morning you could take a good hour to do that, to brief everybody on that.
Then I will do that.
Okay,
I don't have a list written down,
that's fine. We can
unfortunately,
just
and I can
assume.
do that for you if you would like, or we can
Go it.
assume.
We can assume it right now, but by all means, dude, anytime you have something about the characters, this you too, Tommy, anything, send it to me. We'll add it to the game. It's like building it out. I've started with blank characters and I've just said, fuck it, I'm changing his backstory. You know, it's like you build them out. It doesn't. But all right, so we'll say that you guys spent a good hour in the morning doing that, where Aerowalk is briefing you guys on some of the hand signals that he uses. I'm assuming this is like special spec ops right here, like
And noises. Yeah,
yeah,
that
and
and
calls.
some calls.
Maybe we can like hoot like an owl. Like
Airwalk's going
Mhm.
to ask you to hoot like an owl as an example, as a demonstration, real quick.
That worked, man. That was totally perfect. I,
But we
yeah.
won't hear the owl in the day. But you know this.
That's true. Yes, but in the early morning. Can the druid do anything with any animals besides the
No,
pack
you
animals?
you
Or
need, again, you're kind of saving up for animal lore, remember? And
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
that's
Okay.
exactly what you wanted was animal lore. But it is
She
a
does
war.
try to talk to the she does try to talk to the owls in the morning,
You
but
do
nothing
have
happens.
tracking. You do have tracking because you're an Avenger. That's pertinent to the situation that you guys are in right now. But animal lore is actually a warrior non-weapon proficiency, which costs you two.
Mhm.
I think the reason why it's in the warrior group is because it's kind of, it seems like it would be, you know, priestish
Animal
for a
lore?
druid. Yeah, animal lore.
Yeah.
It's warrior.
Animal lore. Sounds
Yep,
awesome.
for tracking, for
Um,
rangers. It's for warriors, dude. I've looked it up.
so I'm gonna put this out here so you're aware of this, Spencer.
Hmm. Just give me the what are Sylvan apps and synchrone natural connection to the land.
I easily befriend natural woodland
Okay,
creatures.
good. Thank you.
And
Yeah,
Um,
that's great.
and I can change their demeanor
I can
unless it's
I
already
can speak
hostile.
to them. I can speak to small.
Okay, that's great that you guys think this is what I was asking you guys do for sure. Like if you know something, like this is great.
Wait,
So
shit. Loman, you can speak to small
yeah, he's got
woodland
yep,
Yeah,
creatures?
and
forest gnome.
there's animals that I can speak with as well.
It's
Hmm,
because he's a
interesting.
forest. It's because he's a forest gnome that he can speak with them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can
Right,
speak with
Ramon?
woodland creatures too.
That's cool. Yeah, you have a lot of languages on your sheet for sure.
Yeah, I can speak with forest mammals.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, Sylvan, and that makes sense. Sylvan elves being able to befriend natural woodland creatures.
Yeah, I can communicate with them, which is
And it's
so
only
if
forest creatures. It's not like desert
only
lions.
woodland.
Yeah,
No, I
woodland.
can't.
Mhm.
Nor prairie. It's only in the woods.
So
Hmm.
could either of you
That's a
guys
track.
understand what the owls were saying?
No, because it's not a mammal for
I
me.
could,
Ah.
and I would just assume that they're. I don't know. What were the wood?
Mating
What?
mating call.
Well, it's
I look in
fall,
there like
so
when a man loves a woman.
Yep, that's pretty much what it is. It's the mating call, and it's that time of
no, it's
year.
fall. No,
It's fall. This is
that
the
doesn't
time when they
happen
meet.
till no, it happens in like winter and spring.
Okay, well they're introducing each other
I'm
right
just
now. How
saying.
about that? Okay, we hear them
Animals
hooting.
animals mate in the fall.
They
That's what I
do,
thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
they've
they
been
don't have
hooting.
the owls don't have babies till.
Yeah, they don't have the
I
babies
don't
till
know about
later.
owls.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have
Yeah,
to look it up.
they've been hooting like crazy here. Like it's just an insane amount of hooting going on at night. There's some
Yeah.
there's
What do they call those places in
It's
the
a
cities?
hootenanny.
Yeah,
A,
it's a hoot.
It's a
a
hoot name.
broth, a
Broth
brothel,
brothel.
a
Brothel?
brothel.
Oh,
Yeah, that place.
he's from.
It's like that out here right now.
Okay, the owl brothel. I
and,
like it.
and you see a smile, like a little smirk, like Arawak's so proud of himself for making a joke. Something you've
Oh,
never ever
Yes.
seen him do.
He's so
Oh,
happy to
so
be
happy.
back in the forest. Yeah.
It's like a
all
you're
right,
like a
guys.
different person, Airwalk. What?
I know he's like changed overnight. Literally, he's changed overnight. Okay, guys, day 2 with Aerowalk 100 feet, yards or feet? 100 feet in front?
100 feet.
Okay,
Feet.
100 feet in front. You guys are following the trail, and just as Romney said, it is quite easy a trail to follow. They did not take any caution in concealing their tracks. Talissa, you can easily make this out with your tracking, and so can
Mm.
Aerowalk. So in a few spots, it becomes a little bit difficult to ascertain what direction. There was a few forks in the road, but you quickly figure out and pick up the trail a short distance in front of that. So again, you've reached the dim forest, a region of permanent twilight. Moss dangles from the limbs over your head, and no sunlight pierces the thick greenery of these ancient trees. Because of the lack of sunlight, there is little underbrush. You can often walk 2 or 3 abreast. This is a hushed wood. The common sounds of squirrels and birds are not missing at night. Obviously, it says they're missing right here, but they're not at night. You can hear the owls. Several hours after entering the forest, the trail parts from the track, veering sharply to the right. You are right about here, and it has been about 6 hours. Yep. Okay.
It's midday.
About yes, here it's been about 4. Okay. Temperatures dropped at least 30 degrees.
Mm.
Getting a little bit cooler in here. Say it's probably like 50, 55. Rather cold right now.
Comfortable.
Yep. And so the trail easily, I mean, you can easily make it out. It's heading in this direction, straight in this direction. We following.
Keep following it.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely going to continue to follow. I'm just doing the blend
Mm-hmm.
as per normal. Head's kind of on a swivel, just paying attention,
Yep.
listening to the creatures, calling out to squirrels.
You do see a few pop their head up behind the rocks and look at you with cocked heads. Although there's no light in here right now, I mean, there is hardly any daylight that cuts through the canopy of these trees. You are getting a little weary from the long day's hike, and you guess that it is probably going to be nightfall soon.
And with that, I'll reconvene with the rest of the travelers.
Okay.
Talissa's going to ask Airwalk in a hushed voice, with her mouth covered. Are we still being watched?
Can you guys see the image?
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
That's exactly what it looks like in here. Minimize. Ooh, I like when you can minimize those into tokens. That's sure. Yeah, I'll get to you, dude. Here.
Mm-hmm. I look at Talissa. Yes, by our woodland friends.
Hmm.
Loman, you've noticed a lot of small woodland creatures as well, kind of felt their eyes on you and caught them out of the corner of your eye and the trees and behind rocks as you guys pass.
Oh,
Squirrels, some birds.
So the demeanor of the animals,
Mm-hmm.
does it seem normal?
Yeah, it does for the area. Yes.
Okay.
So
No
we're
need to.
being watched by friendly woodland creatures? Is that the feeling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nothing
I
to
got
be
to turn
too
this
concerned
extension
about.
off. I cannot minimize these images with this extension on. Very annoying. I can't get rid of this. That
Interesting.
is,
I can
it's
minimize on
no,
my side. I can.
no. It's when you maximize it all the way. It's like
Oh,
it's the browser. I turned on the browser extension. I shouldn't have turned it on because I forgot about this bug where it.
oh, dang! I just did it.
Yeah, you can do it if you get it just right. You gotta. There we go. You have to click it like literally a pixel from the top. Yeah, it's really annoying. I can't. That's like so bad I can't use it because I want to maximize things, right? It's such a nice extension too, but it's just that the Z index of that, the loading data for when it's indexing, there's a little invisible window right there, and that's covering the controls.
Oh, oh,
You know that little,
I
that
found the
little
little
output.
pixel.
Yeah, the little output that it does
Yep.
when it's indexing. It's
Yep.
that. It's like over that. So it's like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's.
And you know what I hate about when you maximize the image is that you can't just right click and minimize it.
Oh, I see the
yeah.
blanks. I see the space, the dead space.
Yeah.
That's actually a
What?
pretty big dead space up there.
Yeah, I know. And what I don't understand is why the context menu option is different for when it's maximized. That's just I don't understand the logic behind that.
Yeah.
So anyways, guys, it's you can definitely you guys are definitely, you know, tired from a day, 2 days of walking now, and you can tell that nightfall will come soon. And there's a little clearing to the right, to your right, to your south, actually, that looks like a good place to camp,
Okay. Well,
or you
we'll
can
set
keep
up.
going all night.
I think we should set up camp because um can we tell that we're close to the edge of the forest and the
You're gonna,
Rushmores?
it should be right here. You're going to
Oh.
guess that you're about halfway there. Airwalk would know this.
So how much of a journey the following how many hours do we think it's gonna be to
Another
get to
day.
Rushmore? Whole day.
By Airwalk's estimation, it's definitely going to be another day. He knows that, and looking at the map that Romney handed him, Airwalk, and this is not even me just railroading or meta here. Airwalk knows the area well. He knows
Hmm.
exactly where this trail is, and he knows where you guys are. He's well versed in the Jim Forest, and yes, he would know that it is at least a day's travel away.
Okay.
Another day's march.
But we can stay in here longer. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, but we have a mission to accomplish, and Rami said we didn't have much time, so we should hurry.
We can push through a couple more hours.
Yeah, maybe we should. And
No, I hate it here.
Oh, look at that.
Well, perhaps then we should push through a couple more hours.
You guys want to
yeah.
push on?
I would really hate for Sadar to be uncomfortable.
What? What? What is the what? Okay, let me ask
So
you this.
scary.
What is what does Loman think?
Loman's trying to talk to any of the available burrowing like forest mammals to see if he can get their take.
Okay, do you
The
have a
area.
skill check that you could give me for that?
Oh, let me check.
You don't.
No, there's not a skill for that.
And what exactly were you trying to do? You were trying to seek out an animal to ascertain what now?
Just to find out what's been happening in the area, if they've noticed anything.
So you do notice it takes you about 20 minutes, but you do find a pair of squirrels, and the only thing that you can really gather from them after communing with them is that there has been recent activity. A large band of scary humans have passed through here
Okay,
recently.
so confirmation we're on the right track.
It would appear so.
Yeah, so I relay that to the party.
Okay.
Moment, you good with traveling another couple hours?
Sure.
Okay, so let's get the party. Okay. All right, so how many more hours? So we're just gonna march on a couple more, 2 more hours? Is that what we're planning on doing here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, give me a second.
You could break out that wilderness survival guide.
Too much to study right now with it, but
Yeah.
I already got it planned. It's cool. I haven't done overland travel and a bunch of this stuff before, so I'm learning how to do it,
It's
but
okay.
it's
Take
fun.
your time. Don't feel pressured or rushed.
No, I'm good. I'm totally
Well,
good. So
I'm enjoying the forest walk.
Yeah, we all are. Except maybe Zadar.
Yeah.
Zatar
Yeah.
just wants to
Yeah,
get the
it's
fuck out.
great. It's wonderful. You guys are great.
I like the way your character is developing, man. He's got kind of a he's a badass.
I
So
mean, when you have low intelligence and low wisdom,
then you're playing it
He's
exactly how it's. Yeah, man. And just come up with a. I got to give you the Greyhawk book, or you can fucking do whatever you want, make up whatever you want. Shit, man. We could roll you 5 different characters. I'll help you anytime with it when you come over. We'll look at the books and shit. You guys should come over this weekend. You and my brother. Okay, guys, back to the game a little bit here. So you walk another 2 hours, and Airwalk, you definitely feel like you're being watched again. And yeah, so you come to an area where it's extra dark in here, right? It's so dark, you guys are gonna have to. It's 7 o'clock. You guys are gonna have to pull out light. The human characters are gonna have to pull out light in order to see pretty soon. And you
Hmm.
definitely feel like you're being watched. And Airwalk's got his head on a swivel.
I don't know if we want to. Well, I guess we when we camp, do we start a
Hold on,
campfire or
hold on.
I don't know if we want to
100 feet in
turn
front,
on
you
Well,
lights.
we're
say?
gonna need some kind of light.
100 feet in
Anyways,
front.
Yeah. Okay.
Where did the party token go?
I'm taking care of something.
Oh, okay.
could do a cold camp too.
What we would best best practice would be to have two very small fires.
Cold camp. I've never heard it described that way. It's interesting.
Why two fires?
Two small ones so that there is a heat source, but its illumination is confined to a very small area, and the amount of smoke that it gives off and the scent that it gives off is minimal.
Hmm.
I'm metagaming that just from life experience.
Yeah, he's a hunt. Okay, so Arawak, all of a sudden you get this sense that you get a sense of danger, and you stop, or do you stop dead in the road? You just right now you sense impending danger.
I'm
Does
not
Arwick?
gonna first and foremost, I'm not going to give anything away as to my sense.
Okay?
We second,
There we go. That's
where
much
is
easier for me.
second, I'm going to make myself inconspicuous and start to get into the tree line.
Okay, you can see the map, right?
Yes.
I can see the map.
Okay, point at where you would like to head, what direction you're heading.
Well, my guy's Airwalk's gonna start moseying this way.
Okay. As you're moseying that direction, you definitely see the glint of goblin eyes peering down at you. And he looks to be armed with a club. And you hear the rustling of bushes to your south, but you don't see anything. And I'm going to need you were ready for this, so I'm going to need initiative from you. In fact,
No
yeah,
surprise roll.
no. You already had your head on a swivel for this thing. You don't need a surprise roll for this.
Well, I was saying that because I can give them a -4 to their surprise roll.
Why would I mean they're laying in ambush? Why would they be surprised?
Okay.
That's the point, right? This is like they're not going to be surprised by you. Or
So
correct me if I'm wrong. I mean,
they would have did. Yeah. I wasn't trying to run stealth, so yeah, you're right. I agree.
okay. So yeah, so go ahead and give me a nit. And is that all you're doing right now? What are you doing?
Well, if I'm seeing a target,
Yeah.
I'm going to extravagantly draw my long sword
Okay.
so that those behind
Mm-hmm.
see it happening.
The rest of the party
That is
sees that it's
correct.
happening. Okay. Okay, go ahead and give me an init.
Yeah, my goal at this point is to alert them that shit's gonna hit the fan.
Okay, guys, what you can see is
Oh, for fuck's sake.
you can see the you can see the Grugog. You can see the
You can see the
Grugog.
Grugog fall from a
It,
club from a
no, he
goblin.
draws his sword, but it looks like he's trying to be flashy with it, but it winds up getting stuck in the hilt a little bit. So it's stuck in the hilt,
I
but he
like it.
pulls it out as he's trying to he's making his way over to the tree line where I'm pointing right here.
Now, is that the
And
direction I see? That is the direction I see the eyes, yes.
correct. In fact, here.
Alice is like, what the hell is he doing up there?
Oh, I would have prepped you that if I draw my sword like that, shit's hitting the fan.
Okay, this is part of the hand
I
signal
thought you were gonna do the
things.
hand signal thing. That's what I was waiting for. But no, you definitely you've fought with Airwalk multiple times, and you know that when he draws his weapon, it's probably a sign there's gonna be bloodshed. This is what
Oh,
you
look at
guys.
that cute
Yeah,
little
How
goblin.
cute he is.
I
I
know he's
know.
adorable.
I go coochie coochie coo.
Okay, I'm gonna
You know,
need.
I totally dropped the ball. I should have been like, hey, you got any ale to trade?
No, I think it's probably good that you did. Well, it might have been cool to do that for sure. I'm gonna need regular initiatives from everybody else. Just state your intentions and then throw your nits.
Well, Loman's going to use his ability to make himself practically invisible in wooded terrain.
Elven cloak. Elven cloak.
No, it's a gnomish ability, forest gnome
Okay.
ability. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
So I'll just roll flattenish.
Flat initiative. Okay, Talissa. You can see the
Um,
Grurok going for the tree line. You see the weapon out. You know that's probably a sign that shit's going to go down. What do
Calissa
you
is
do?
going. Calissa is going to cast bark skin on herself.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. Zidar, my champion. What are you doing, buddy?
I casually stand and unsheath my longsword.
Okay,
My shield.
got it. You're not gonna. You don't want to move. Oh, look at that fucking initiative, man. Wow. You're gonna
There
get
you
one
go.
attack. You're gonna get one attack this round and two attacks the next. That's what that because you're specialized in longsword. So literally, it's just a staggered 1, 2, 1, 2. You know, it depends on what round you started attacking, but so next round you'll get two attacks. Would you like to? You can move up to half your movement and make a single attack. You can also charge, and charge will be 100. It's 150%. So you could go what is it 50% more of your movement and make an attack at with the charging, which gives you a bonus to attack, but it renders you a little bit more vulnerable to hit. So essentially what you could do is you could charge down the battlefield. What is your movement? I'm just letting you know your options here. Your movement is 9. So that will be 90. That will be, what is that? It's 50% more. So
135.
135 feet. You could definitely make it over to wherever you can't really see what he's going at, but you definitely could make it down into the battlefield in one round charging.
Okay.
Would you like to charge or would you just like to move up? You can do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know your options, dude.
For now, I'm just gonna move up.
Okay, you can move up to 90 feet. So when we get there, right?
I don't really know what's going on, so I don't like have the.
Yeah,
I
the
don't feel the need to charge in quite yet.
right. Got it.
It's just airwalk.
Okay. I'll talk to Yeah, I'll talk to you about that later, Scoot. I was under the impression they have to be moving with other elves, or well,
Or
90
100
feet
feet,
away.
90
Okay,
feet away.
okay, that's great. That's another elf thing. I'll have
That
to
was why it
memorize.
was 100 feet off.
Okay.
But we're cool.
Yeah, man, it's like they wrote a lot of those little tricks in the elves that it's like you could exploit very easy. But I like it. I would have preferred it to be some type of a role, not just like this is always the way that it is. That like with the elves. But
That's
I'll
why we
remember
can
that.
only get to a certain level.
Yeah. All
Before I
right.
go
So
gimped.
Yeah, I would argue that the levels that you can get to are like the sweet spot of the game that like everybody plays in those levels.
Yeah.
Like who plays
Yeah,
above that?
I
You know what I
agree.
mean? Like there's not, it's like there's really no, like I've heard people say that about, but there's really no downside to playing it, which is it's fine, but you just have to find ways to power up the other, to power up humans pretty much. I think John, what he does is he gives bonuses to humans, racial bonuses to them, I believe, right?
He does like yeah,
Yeah.
and then he
Yeah.
also gives them like more rolls for ability scores too, like advantaged rolls.
I think that's cool, and I would also, or yeah, I definitely like someone had a major hard on for the demi-humans, but I don't mind the abilities that they have so much as that some of them there's just no roll. It's just this is what they get at all times. Um, I prefer it to be like some type of a roll. But again, maybe I just don't understand them full. I'm learning my way around demi-humans, so I'm sure the more that I play with them, the more that I'll change my point of view. Because
Well, they
I like elves. I like them. It's just every time I turn around with them though, it seems like there's something that I'm forgetting that they're immune to or like. But that's
well,
kind
there's
of
not a whole
they're
lot.
magical. They're magical. Um.
They are.
Okay.
Humans got a lot of bonuses out the gate as it is. They could be any class.
Yeah, if you go verse with the ability or the level caps, but then again you don't
Yeah.
always hit those in a game, right? You don't
You
go that
never
long
do.
that
Who
it.
plays that long?
Yeah,
Yeah, who plays like that? That argument it doesn't hold weight to me because you're talking about the sweet spot of the game.
yeah,
That's literally the part that like
yeah,
90% of the modules are written in. Um,
yeah.
but I mean, but maybe again, it's my opinion could change over time. So just to be clear on the rule check, we don't even have to go over it anymore. So as long as he's staying 100 feet in front of everybody else,
Yep.
or moving with a pack of halflings or other elves, he is 100% invisible
And
in wooded areas.
looks just like it's just shadows passing through the trees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's incredibly powerful right there. That's like wow. So you can
But
just
it's
go up.
only in the it's only in the woods.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll remember that. That one I definitely won't forget. And then what, 90% resistant to charm,
Sleep and
uh,
charm.
sleep and charm. Yeah,
Mm.
that's right. Or any sleep-like or charm-like effect too. I mean, I've
Correct.
heard people like argue, and there's like 90 spells that they can just straight up avoid.
Now
Um,
with so when you're reading that, I as a Grugok do not get there's certain things that I don't get
yeah,
because
you
I'm a
mentioned that
Grugok.
before. Yeah. All right, so let's get to this, guys, because it's getting. I didn't even realize we're getting to
Oh
to
shit.
the we're getting to the midnight mark for do it, but it's
Yep.
good. I'm glad that we. So Airwalk, you hear the sound of rustling bushes behind you, and you see a few more of these little pieces of shit pop out of the thickets.
And my hand is pointing as I'm beelining towards this one.
Hmm.
I am indicating that direction as well.
You're pointing and moving forward at the same time, or actually, you haven't moved yet, so you're pointing and drawing your sword, and it's kind of stuck in the hilt. So you're doing one of these and doing that. You're doing that. He's a pantomime in the road. This is awesome. Okay,
And if it
as you're
doesn't
doing,
confuse the fuck out of these goblins.
yeah, the goblins are like, what the fuck is going on up there? This is guy. But they know, knowing of the Grugok though, they might be kind of fearful of you. Okay, guys, sorry, hold on one second.
Start yelling at them in Treant.
That will confuse the shit out of them right there. All right, so
Can
let's
you
see here.
speak Treant?
You
Yes.
can.
Oh my god.
So
That's cool.
I
one
think
of
I
these.
can too.
So a
Oh, that's so
goblin in the
cool.
front comes rushing out of the underbrush. Oh, let me turn off lock right here. I hate that grid lock. Let me take it off. Grid snap off. There we go. One of these things comes rushing out of the underbrush, nearly trips on one of the tree branches here, and takes a swing at you.
And
Looks like he's
Airlock
wielding a
goes
club.
down.
But somehow when you're pulling the hilt out, you're pulling the sword out of the hilt, even with this thing swinging at you, you are able to duck. He wildly swings and misses spectacularly.
Do my fingers accidentally poke him in the eye?
No,
Unintentionally?
no. But that would be funny though if that happened. Okay, so another one comes rushing in to help his friend. And takes a swing at you as well. And again, wild swing, wild miss. As another one comes rushing up, works his way behind you. What's your dex? What is your dex? It doesn't even matter because I can just do this.
16.
Yep. Doesn't matter. I can do this and make my life a lot easier. Oh, you know what? Can I actually do it from here? I can. Wow,
This
that
guy's
is.
got some serious movement, guys.
Yep. 60.
60?
Yep.
And they're attacking me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right, man. I apologize. So he's just closing the distance. God. All right, I'm getting tired now, guys. So we're just
I know the feeling.
yeah, we're getting tired. Sidar, you are up. You can close 90 feet in this round. So you can rush down if you choose to do so, or you can walk. Remember, it is airwalk.
Meaning he has no armor and he's a soft target.
You can take that however you want to take it.
Yep.
And by the way, guys, there is a little bit of moonlight in this area, but it's very faint. You can see, but it's quickly becoming apparent that you're going to run out of light. The sun just went down. You
I will.
guess it's probably about 7 o'clock. What?
I
Sorry,
can
Craig.
see from here that he's being like flanked, right?
You can see up here that he is being surrounded by little creatures. You can hear them, and you've encountered goblins before, and you're going to guess that it's some type of a goblin or a hobgoblin, some type of little shit
Okay,
creature.
I'll charge in.
Okay. You can charge, or you can
Charge, yeah.
actually no. So you want to close 90 feet in.
I already
Go ahead
opted
and
out of that. No,
the what now?
I already opted out of the charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move as far as I can.
Okay, go ahead and move your token up to 90 feet. All you got to do is just drag it out and we'll say 90. There you go. Almost closing the entire distance in a single round. You get up into the fray and you see 3 indeed goblins surrounding the Grugok, who's still trying to get the sword out of his hilt. At which point, this guy definitely can rush in, take a swing. Again, man, with all the clumsiness of trying to get the weapon out, the elf moves with just incredible grace in dodging these blows from all angles. It's literally like a whack-a-mole, like goblins surrounding him, trying to take out Airwalk and club him over the head, and he is just avoiding these swings left and right. Loman,
Graceful failure.
So I'm gonna
you can move up to half your movement and still do that, man.
yeah. So I'm gonna slip into the brush here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm just gonna be surveying around, and also getting out my sling. Just surveying, seeing if there are any coming up behind us or any in that I see moving in the brush.
Very good. Yeah, thanks for. Oh, let's skip that one. Thanks for bringing that up about the movement. I don't know what my brain died right there. That's a really good point. Um, what is the so with the creatures, dude? Because I don't have token lock. What is it to measure again? Scoot, is it alt? What is it?
Alt.
I'm holding down alt and it's not doing it.
Um,
There we go. There we go.
control maybe?
No, it's alt. It just for whatever reason was not working. How can you? Okay, there we go. You release it. Okay, you release it. There we go. Alt and then release and alt. That's very helpful to know. Zidar, you see another one of these things come rushing out. It seems that there's every time that you guys encounter the goblins, it seems that there's always an endless wave of them.
The Jolly Lads.
They're jolly forest minions. Another one, Airwalk, you can just see this endless surge of goblins pouring out of the tree line. Same thing with you, Zidar. You can just see that they're just, it's ridiculous. I'm not a super movement distance Nazi. If it's close enough, I usually will, just say fuck it. Same thing, I'm kind of measuring a little bit looser that way. I think when you get too gnarly with it, it becomes a little bit ridiculous. But I try to keep it as accurate as possible. Which in that case, this goblin's able to, he kind of football plays and kind of zigzags up through the battlefield and gets right up in your face, Zidar. And levels back the club like this, but he's not able to get off a swing this round at you, and you're ready for him. Okay, so with that being said, Talissa, you are up.
Okay, Talissa was gonna do the bark
Barkskin.
skin
Mhm.
spell.
Go ahead and target yourself and hit Barkskin.
And the way I picture this happening is it says the material component is oak bark. So she holds her holy symbol in one hand and takes the piece of oak bark in her other hand, presses it to her stomach
Look at
I
or
love
to
it.
her forehead, actually,
where
to her
did this
bare
come.
skin.
This
Huh?
is excellent. Yeah,
Yeah. And then
that.
when she mutters the spell and it just the oak bark kind of absorbs into her skin
Oh my
and
God.
slowly um, spreads.
That
The bark
deserves
spreads.
experience.
Yeah, no, I got that. Yeah, no, that was excellent, man. Really excellent. Really excellent. All right, so go ahead and apply that bark skin. Perfect. Beautiful, man. Arrow walk.
Finally get my sword
Finally.
out of the sheath, and I am freaking slashing at this goblin that just charged up at me,
Hmm.
calling upon the forest to send him to his doom.
You're surrounded on all sides, and you can smell
Yeah,
their BO. You clip the one right in front of you, in the neck.
And he is, darn it, he's not large. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Clip him in the neck, but it appears no more than a paper cut across the thing's neck, because it probably would have been a decapitation, but the round, most of the round you spent trying to get your weapon out of it, and it was a little bit off.
Just
He
wasn't your
moved his
best.
neck, he moved his neck out of the way just in the right angle for the blade to kind of, it just kind of sliced him.
He's
Also, it would
wearing
have
the
been
turtleneck.
halfway. It would have been right. It would have been right into his neck, halfway through his neck. Okay, round two. This is, well, it's the top of the round two. So what are you guys thinking?
Same thing, attacking.
I'm
Okay.
moving back into the path and using my sling.
Initiative.
Okay, moving back into the path. Initiative, Talissa.
Yeah, I just want to see how far away this is.
82
Okay,
feet. What's your movement?
it's only 90. So I can get up there in one turn and that's it.
Yeah, you can get up there.
All right, well,
I'm not so sure how charge is applicable to. Is it applicable to any class? I've never actually had.
Yes.
You could charge.
Anybody can
Yeah.
charge.
No,
I can
that makes sense.
charge.
I've just never seen anybody but a fighter do it.
And
That's funny.
charge makes you 150% of your movement.
Yeah,
Because the armor class debuff is kind of significant if you don't have.
the armor class debuff on charge is what is it? -2. I don't know
Yes.
why my brain. It's -2,
Yes.
and then your
That was -4.
I thought it was
it's
-2.
It's 2.
Should be
It's not that extreme.
else too.
It's 2, and it's a -1 to initiative because you're kind of off your game, I guess, preparing to charge. Also, if someone's, we all know that if someone sets against a charge, it's what is it, ×4 damage? That may be what you're thinking
Double
of,
with a spear.
double damage with the spear. Yeah,
Kind of significant if you don't have.
if you don't have armor.
If you're not a fighter, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I've never seen nobody but a fighter do it. You
Okay,
want
so
to charge,
Talissa
baby?
wants to charge, and if she can attack, I don't know what the rules are, but if she can attack, she'll use her sickle.
You can. A charging character increases the character's movement rate by 50%, so it's 1.5 times your movement. So with you, it would be
Okay.
135. The character can make an attack at the end of the movement. Charging character gains +2 to his attack rolls, mainly from momentum. Certain weapon speed, weapons such as lance, inflict double. Yeah, that's another thing. If you're using a lance, which nobody uses, it's double damage
Yeah.
if you hit.
Unless you're a cavalier.
Unless you're a cavalier.
Mm.
However, charging opponents,
Yeah, one
several.
AC penalty. Wow.
Yeah, first they gain a -2 bonus to their initiative roll. It's the initiative that's -2. What did you roll initiative? So you're going to be
I did.
You're going to be 14. So let's
Okay.
change that. There you go. You're 14.
Okay.
And I just closed the goddamn fucking thing I was reading. The fuck am I doing?
Suffer an AC penalty of 1 and no dexterity bonus to armor
There
class.
you go. That's the flat-footed thing is what really fucks you up. It's if you have high dexterity, which it won't matter to you, babe, because you have 12, you
Yeah.
don't have any bonus. But someone with a high dexterity, like Loman, who's charging, he loses 4 points of armor because he's essentially getting the same penalty you get for being flat-footed.
Yeah.
You lose all your dexterity bonus to armor class. So you get a
Mm.
-1 to AC, and you lose all your dexterity bonus to armor class, and a 2 penalty to initiative. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So but that's, I think it's worth it. Honestly, I like using charge. I use that a lot. And for some reason, I completely forgot all the rules to it tonight. So yes, you can charge up to the front of the battle and make an attack. So let's get this. We might have to stop in the middle. What time is it there for you, Loman? Or for Dwayne? Is it midnight?
It's 12:30, but I'm good to go, so don't worry about me.
Okay. I think you guys.
I got my second wind.
Okay. Very good.
Cool.
I got
Okay.
a hard stop at midnight. I get up at 5:30.
Well, what time
Yeah.
is it there for you right now?
Quarter till.
Okay, so you got 25 minutes. Perfect.
15.
15, sorry. 15.
You are tired.
Yeah, I did a lot of coding today, man. Lots of programming today. My brain is kind of mush. I started out strong, but then it just like the caffeine crashed. All right, so yeah, so you're getting swung at. This is gonna be. You're actually facing this way, dude. That's the one you swung at. I'm gonna give him +1. He's got a +1 against you. You're surrounded anyways. It'd be incredible if they weren't getting advantages against you at this point. Still, I mean, man, the Grugar's getting lucky tonight. It's guy moves around. Here, I'm gonna just do this. And tries to engage with Zidar. Swinging his club. And missing. These guys cannot hit worth a shit, it would seem. They rushed
Right.
in to meet the wrong fucking party. I'll tell you that.
But yeah, no one can hit Zadar. What's his AC? Like -1?
It's. Do you have your shield on right now, Tommy? Let me
Yes.
see. Okay, yeah, it's -1. It's a great AC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, they can do this. Swinging. This is at a 1. Wow. Unbelievable. Missing
Yes.
again, spectacularly. Yep. Can't believe the rolls. Unbelievably low rolls. This one's swinging at you. On flank. He's kind of in your front 180 degree. That is a hit. He
who?
clipped you. He hit you, and it land the club. It's a crude wooden club, and it lands on your
Who?
shoulder, and it definitely hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of it hits you like that. And you kind of lean down into it, absorbing the brunt of the attack. Now this, however, Goblin 4, open me up there. Oh man, wow, that's incredible, dude. And he had rear and do you have a high dex? You do have a high dexterity, don't you? What's your dex?
16.
Oh yeah. He basically had a +4 against you right there. And he still missed. Incredible. Airwalk. You get to return the favor.
Try and nail this fuck stick again. Find my character sheet. Oh,
Okay. Miss.
that's who was
Zidar.
supposed to be on.
Zidar, you see this asshole taking another swing at you. Missing. Goblin standing right in front of you, Airwalk. Missing. Everybody's missing. It's, maybe it's the darkness. Maybe it was just the shock of everybody meeting each other, everybody at the same time. But everybody seems to be missing. This one moves up to engage Zidar. Come on, nat 20.
Probably what they need.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh my
He
god!
did hit the nat 20.
And it's again.
Ah.
Okay. So Zidar, this one takes a swing and it hits you in the side and the ribs and it hurts. Bludgeoning damage too, so I don't have the weapon versus armor negative to hitting him in plate. I just realized that it's going to make it easier for me to hit him. Zidar, you get to return the favor. You can pick
Which
your
one?
targets.
Which one
Which
just
one
hit
hit
me?
you?
Six.
Goblin 6. Goblin 6 hit you, and you're gonna get
Attacker
2
on your
attack.
right.
Yeah, and you're gonna get 2 attacks this round. 2. And I'll show you how to do that. So make your first attack, and then you'll delay for your second attack. And that is a beautiful hit. Go ahead and roll damage, and I'll tell you where you hit him and how. So you take a swing down in this thing, and you have chopped off his arm at the shoulder. Do you say
nice.
anything or do anything?
You
You can,
remember?
in-
You
you
remember
can,
Conan the Librarian in
yeah,
UHF?
The
I just
librarian.
make
yes.
that noise.
Okay. Conan the Librarian, like on UHF. All right, got you. delay. Don't end your turn, delay your turn. Do you know how to do that?
That's so funny.
There you
Ooh,
go. You did it.
I-
Perfect. Yeah, so you chopped off this thing's arm at the shoulder and it critted you, but hey,
I just hiss
charging
at
cha- charging forward. Let me put the effect on you first, babe.
oh, okay.
Charged. You put charged on the character doing it, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. There we go. I won't forget that. You are charged. Okay,
Oh,
Talissa, what are you doing right now as you're going to
well,
be making your way down the battlefield?
The
I'm
deadly scythe.
charging with, yep, with my, actually, what is it called? Sickle. With my
Mm-hmm.
sickle, and it
Mm-hmm.
looks like, basically, it looks like a oak tree, thin, beautiful oak tree charging towards this,
Yeah, dude.
Ah,
this
As
goblin.
Laura's on fire tonight.
Young, young and thin.
A young,
Beautiful.
thin, beautiful oak tree gracefully moving down the path, charging down the path with a sickle in its hand.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
quite a sight to see.
Yeah, Loman, you can see this. Nobody else can see it, but
ah.
Loman, you can see the druid running past you, and it's quite a sight to behold. Go ahead and
Are
roll
there
your an
any
attack.
modifiers to this, or just roll?
It's gonna do it automatically because
For
I
the
applied
Oh,
the
charged
okay.
effect.
effect, yeah.
Yep.
Come on. Do
And you
habits.
miss. And I was really rooting for that to hit. I really
Me
was.
too.
That kind of bums me out because that was such a beautiful description there. Loman, peeping.
Yeah, I'm seeing that my peeping tells me that these are goblins, and I'm remembering all the raids on our gnomish villages, and I've got my
Oh,
sling out
yeah.
and firing through because I know Airwhack doesn't mind if people fire through him.
Uh
Nope.
huh. Yeah, he doesn't mind at all, if I recall. Right, Scoot?
Because he does it all the time.
Concern. No
He,
concern.
yeah, I don't think he
He
minds.
expects it.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. Oh, wait, before you do that, let me do one thing. Okay, so it's gonna be. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna say 6. Okay. Okay, go ahead and untarget and roll your attack.
Okay.
I like to do it this way. Just clear your target and roll the attack.
Yeah, I'm hitting the button on the map, but it's not working, so I'll just
I
click
got
that
you.
in.
I got you. There you
Oh,
go.
sorry, I just
Yep,
retargeted.
that's fine. Go ahead and roll it. Roll it. I like doing it this way.
Oh, miss.
Okay. You swing. Yeah, you see the bullet fly, and it kind of it flies past Airwalk's head, and it looks like it's heading right on target for this guy right here. But at the last second, he kind of steps out of the way. Zadar, you have your second attack right now, so go ahead and pick either one of those two within your 180-degree arc, frontal arc, right there.
Probably that one in between me and Talissa.
Okay. Go ahead and clear your other dead. There you go, man. You're getting good at this.
Uh,
You did it. Perfect. Just roll your attack. Oh my God. Roll
Nice.
damage, and I'll tell you what
Yeah.
happened.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
So kind of like cleave. You basically you cleaved the arm off one, you turn and you cleaved the head off the one on the other side of you. So you
Nice.
literally in one move just chopped off the arm and then just limbs, two severed limbs, same round.
Nice.
Anything else, Tommy?
no.
Okay. You just satisfied with that?
Yes.
Okay.
I
That is totally fine.
would be satisfied with that too, because you're the only one killing anything right now.
He's just chopping the shit out of everything. Okay.
Where the hell did my
Top
character
of the, well, 0 round was the first round, so it's actually the third round. Let me change the number. There we go. Go ahead and state and roll. If you're doing the
So
same thing,
I
you
got a
can.
question. Can I
Mhm.
can I move through here?
Disengage through there. Is that what you're
Yep.
trying to do?
Yep.
You can. You can.
That's what I'm going to do is
He's gonna
disengage.
find an opening. The way I look at it is, it's not necessarily right there, but you want to get out of being surrounded. You can
Well,
get out.
actually, can I move through here because that's a
You can,
dead. I
yeah.
want to. I
You
need
can
armor
disengage.
between me and these monsters.
You can disengage.
Smart.
All
You
right.
can. The
Yeah.
reason why, I'll tell you why you can. And probably, and I'll let you know where you can disengage, or where you can disengage to, because you'll see the opening when your init comes. But the reason why is because you have a fighter cleaving the arms off everything. You've got a druid up there that looks like a tree swinging it. They're distracted at this point, right? They're kind of looking at their comrades being killed around them. So you're going to
Good.
find, you're gonna find it. Talissa, what are you doing? Did you
Sickle.
already sickle
Yeah.
Loman?
Fucking tree.
Yeah.
I'm charging in with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Zadar. Same thing.
Yeah, just advancing towards that one in front of me.
Got you. Go ahead and roll. Okay, looks like we're all set. Arawak. Your initiative's so good you can see the clear opening right here. 1/3 your movement, disengage
Where do I see the clear opening?
here.
Yeah, that's where I want to go. And 1/3 of my movement is 40 feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tommy, I knew you were gonna post that. That's awesome.
I'm going to move out here to about
Mhm.
there and start to get my bow ready.
You can do that. Go ahead and end your turn. Loman, it looks like you're set for a charge, correct?
Yes.
Okay, go and charge.
Um, I put the effect on, but it didn't modify my initiative. So, if you want,
I'll
you
do
can
it.
bump me.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
2, right? It's by 2, right?
I'm not sure how much it's.
Yeah, it's by 2.
Okay.
And you get an honest player award right there.
Oh, that's an awesome picture.
That's Conan the Librarian, man.
Is it?
Yeah,
No.
have you ever seen UHF with Weird Al Yankovic?
Yeah.
That's the movie. It's Conan. Remember they make all those shitty movies in it. It's
Yeah.
that's Conan the Librarian. So you see another goblin coming up to take a swing at you, Zidar. I guess they haven't learned their lesson yet.
Hmm.
Missing. They still think they got a chance. Another one runs down the center right here and engages Talissa.
They're not
Oh,
very
I got
smart.
here. Who did I? The first one I rolled hit, so that would be here. I need to untarget you and drop this on Talissa. See if it hits. Well, that's crazy. It hit you from the
Hit me.
no,
Oh, because she's
yeah,
got charged on her still. How long does
yeah,
that last?
yeah. That was last round. So
Yeah.
that's another thing that
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw. Yeah, I'm glad I saw the modifier there, because yeah, so it wouldn't have hit you. It missed you by 1 here.
Yeah, because that doesn't expire, that effect.
No, it doesn't. It's one thing you got to watch out with it when you use it. It's not self-cleaning.
Why is it not set to expire?
I don't know. Just isn't.
Coding not right. What?
I don't know.
It's an easy fix.
Possibly some reason why it was made that way. There's a lot of little, you know.
Ah, I
Oh,
can't hit
Missing
anything.
again. Missing again. Loman, you're
The bark
charging
is
close
like
back.
the bark, is making it
You're
harder for me to
adjusting.
move.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
adjusting to the bark. You're adjusting to the bark.
come
Loman.
right in on this guy beside
Get
Talissa.
your bite fixed.
So Arawak, you see the little guy come running past you with his staff in his hand, right into the fray.
Fucking-
Welcome.
Literally
Welcome
filling
to
the
the
gap.
battle.
Literally filling the gap that you were previously occupied. And that is it seems like everybody charging is missing.
Oh, I should get another +1 because I have a +1 against goblins because racial enmity.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's true. All right, that's true. Which would be what, a 13?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so 13.
Still a mess.
I don't
is it?
know. I am like looking. Is it?
I missed
Why?
with a 13.
Oh, you did? Okay,
But I'm
now
on the
the
cleric
demons.
table too.
That's true.
Oh, that might
Your
make a
Thaco.
difference.
Oh my God, dude. My brain is like completely collapsing right now. Your Thaco is 20. Wait, so, all right. So hold on. What is your Thaco? Let's see here.
That goes 20.
Mine's
Thaco is,
19.
Oh, okay.
So if
yeah,
mine's a
it's a miss.
19, he's
It's a miss.
missed.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to. All right. Let's see here. This guy, he's kind of he's kind of tripping over his buddy right here. So, and they're all trying to take out the heavily armored fighter.
Not very small.
Good luck.
Hell yeah, I'm the Goblin Slayer.
They still think they got a chance. Can swing that in all directions. In fact, it's hitting the plate and it's just bouncing off. You can feel the impact, but it ain't doing anything to you. It's so it is your turn right now. This is your single attack round. So go ahead and you got three guys literally pounding at you like that with clubs.
I'll swing at this guy on the far right there.
Okay. Did you say you'll smite him?
Swing on him.
Okay, that is a hit. It
Good.
slashes, so it slashes across the front of this thing's chest, and you can see that the other two in front have a fearful look on their face.
And this feels good.
They definitely, there's 3 dead bodies in literally the last minute, all in the same area, all piled around you. You can see the fear in these things' eyes at this point.
Morale check.
These guys over here are very much focused on the living tree stump, and they're taking a swing. And this one connects,
No.
Man,
and it hits you in the side of the head.
that'd be a
You
really
can,
good painting.
yeah. So the club connects with the side of your head. I'll take these off the map because they're just driving me. It lands on them, and it's weird how it. Oh, I know why it's doing that. Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
chunk of bark out of my head.
Okay.
Short
Initiative.
bow at the farthest one out.
Okay.
Yeah. Goal again.
Quarterstaff again for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can be creative. Remember, you guys can be creative as you want. You can try anything. That's for you guys, for some of you that didn't play a lot of 2E yet.
My plan's been working great. I don't know
I
what you're
know,
talking
yeah,
Uh,
pretty much.
Yeah, just keep swinging, buddy.
Yeah.
you see this goblin turn and try to run away.
That's for you, Arawak.
And that's a good question. I thought attack of opportunity is only within melee.
Oh, it is, but Arawak could try and pick him off when it's his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see him disappear into the tree line.
Damn,
Quite
he's
right.
fast.
Yeah.
It's all happening simultaneously, but this
Yeah.
thing it sees you and it bolts as you guys are moving around. Everybody's positioning. Everything's happening at the same time with like minor beats, off. But you see this thing turn and run into the tree line. You hear the rustling of leaves and everything, and then he just disappears out of sight.
I scream at him.
Ah, nice, dude. Nice.
Uh,
I love that. This thing tries to hit this guy is still trying to take out a living wood being with a club of wood, and miraculously it just doesn't seem to be doing anything. This one, same thing. They're both trying to hack down the living tree stump with clubs. That is so weird. Why would that?
It is.
That's what's weird. It's not an attack roll. There's something wrong with the coding of this right here. On this one specifically. It's really weird. Let me look at something.
Because of
doesn't-
the bark skin?
No, it's not that. It's yeah, that's weird. It's just not an attack roll. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I know what I'm doing wrong. So the first one was 11. Here we go. There we go. It's a miss.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's a miss. They're trying to hack you down. Arawak, you have your bow out.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
In fact, I would say that by this point you already had the arrow knocked and ready to rock, so you can choose your
This
target.
motherfucker. I know this motherfucker here, Zadar, has fucking high enough armor class that
Okay, one
I'm
sec.
not gonna fucking hurt him.
Untarget.
Are you firing arrows at our backs again?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Roll attack. That's a hit. All
I
right.
even
So
thought about it.
yeah. So what I want you to do with that is I want you to target Zadar and roll an attack roll.
Oh, good.
That's the fumble.
Of all the rolls, man.
So Zadar, you feel a little tink in the back, but you just figure it's another goblin.
Cool.
This goblin goes to turn and run, at which point you get in a free attack at this guy. So go ahead and target him.
Shit.
And take an attack roll. In fact,
Oh,
take
it's
it out of
blue. Okay.
in fact, take it out of +2.
Shit.
He's got his back completely turned to you, ready to book it. He manages to escape. Unbelievable.
What?
Quite
Yeah.
unbelievable, yes.
He fumbled. I gave him a +2 as well, man. So
Those are two very...
he had every advantage. He had the attack of opportunity at a rear attack, flat-footed rear attack, and fumbled. That goblin, maybe it was the fact that you have 3 bodies piled up around you, but this just didn't turn out the way you wanted it. You thought you had a for sure 4th body lined up for the kill, and he ducked out of the way of your swing that most certainly would have killed him and disappeared into the tree line.
I scream at him.
Nice, man. Loman.
Okay, swing at this one again.
Okay.
You got it this time.
No.
No.
Well, when you swing the staff, it kind of clips Talissa in the side of her shoulder. Not enough to really hurt her, but she does kind of like you could tell that it kind of she felt the impact.
Sorry, Talissa.
But
I'm
are
okay.
this one sees his friend run away and sees that you swing at him, and he kind of is looking like he's wants to run, but he also looks like he's just
He's
wants to
feeling
stay on the.
lucky.
He's
Uh-huh.
taken aback and he states to you clearly, my dear friend,
No,
would you like
he
some
looks like
Grey Poupon?
he doesn't know what to do.
Oh man,
It's a miss. Go ahead
he's
and
feeling
end.
lucky.
Go ahead and end your turn.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No worries. Talissa,
All right, third time's a charm.
Yeah, get him.
I want you guys. I
Or
mean that
3 strikes, you're out.
it's it's
Yeah.
so unfair. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
there we
Yeah.
go.
It's just you know what it is? It's
Three
dark.
strikes.
It's dark in here. It's dark.
Here
No,
comes all
it's
the
the
shitty rolls.
RNG is we're not allowed to use our loaded dice.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. All right. So this guy, again, seeing his friend, both friends Bell, tries to turn tail and run, at which point you can make another attack.
Oh boy.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Did I get my second attack?
Fuck.
Okay, never mind.
You didn't, and you would because you're using short bow, and you had already.
No,
So that.
I thought we had, I see we haven't advanced to the next round yet, so that's why I said never mind. I made a mistake. I
Oh,
apologize.
you are at the bottom. Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe you didn't hit delay. I would have fixed it.
Yeah, no.
What happened there? You missed, Tommy. Okay, go
Holy
ahead,
shit.
and this guy books it into the tree line and disappears.
I scream at him.
That is,
No,
see,
I'm
that's
just
the type of role playing, man.
screaming
That's
at
the shit.
myself. I scream
Scream.
at the sky.
There you go.
Frustration.
I cleared your target.
Oh, for
Zadar.
fuck's sake.
Uh Airwalk, I think.
Oh yeah, airwalk. Sorry.
I'm going to
You see this
just
goblin one
pass.
looking to the left and right. You gonna pass?
Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot at
You,
Talissa or Loman.
well, you could
Airwalk kind of has a fondness for them now.
could you hold your this next shot until they run and then shoot it?
You
Is
could
that
do that.
possible?
You could do
Oh
that.
yeah.
I could say that. I mean, why not? That's knocking your arrow.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I've
readying
already
your arrow.
okay.
You would get it
I'm not
off the next shot. Think about it. You're basically doing this. Why not? That sounds cool to me. Why not? That's cool.
Well, I
But just
just hit
roll
the
your.
lay-in. It ended the round.
That's fine. It would be next round
But it's a
anyway.
held action for
It's a held the next round.
when it's
It's
triggered
next
when it happens, right?
when they run is what I would say. And
Yeah.
when and if they run, you're waiting for that opportunity. We'll have to talk about that. But that I always liked that the reaction system from 5e. I think it totally makes sense. I just don't know how to. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But I do like the idea.
Fair.
I would allow it once in a while for sure. I would allow it once in a while for sure. It's a cool mechanic, and it makes sense. You're like, it make a
Oh,
lot.
for
There
fuck's
is like
sake.
a reaction. Well, now I'm not gonna allow it because look at that shit.
That's a shitty.
Like, look at that shit.
Yeah, you get one.
If you would have
Right.
gotten a high initiative, I would have. But it also depends on. It also actually maybe that I would because it depends on when the goblin's gonna go.
No, he's got to
It
roll
would
pretty
be it
shitty.
would be if the goblin was going after or Airwalk was ready. So Airwalk went and was holding it, and then the goblin went after at some point, like 3 turns later or something. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Tommy, longsword, or are you just gonna scream or kick?
Yeah, roll to scream.
Are you gonna kick, punch,
Kicking and
shield
Um,
bash,
screaming.
shield bash?
just like slowly
Oh
stomping
shit,
towards
dudes!
these
It's
next guys over here.
12:15. Fuck.
Okay. We're almost there. Okay, Talissa, once again, these don't seem to be aware that all their friends are gone. Why is it doing that? That is so fucking weird. That's a miss anyways, but that is so weird.
Just
Okay, Talissa, go
Alright.
ahead and
So
target.
Talissa can't seem to hit Goblin 1, so she shifts it to Goblin 5, and he's gonna try to hit him.
The role play was like 10 out of 10. The dice rolls were 0 out of 0. Jesus
Good
Christ.
God.
I
Good
know.
God, my rolls are terrible.
It happens.
The only
Again,
thing you can do is role play your way out of it.
Yeah.
these two just, it seems like these two just do not aware that their entire party, the entire party is gone. Zidar.
Just advancing over to the left here, next to Loman.
Okay. You can actually, if you would like, from a tactical perspective, you could get a rear attack if you move behind either of those goblins, which gives you a huge advantage.
Yeah,
Okay.
do that.
Okay, so what you'd want
Or
something
like
like that,
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
or this. Either way, you
Can I
could do
go like
that.
in between them?
Yeah. Yep. You still get a rear attack. Absolutely. I'm not too crazy facing Nazi. They're focused on
There.
her.
Yep.
They weren't even paying attention to what was going on. They both been trying to chop down a wooden person with clubs because they're brain surgeons.
Go for
Okay,
this
go.
guy.
Yeah,
Now
so
they
what you do,
need brain surgeons.
yeah, they need brains. So what you want to do, Tommy, is actually it doesn't even matter with them. Just give yourself a +2 to attack.
Hey, there we go.
Wow,
Oh, wow.
that is a hit.
Dead.
That is a kill. And go ahead and delay for your second attack.
He screams.
Tommy
Yeah.
dropped the
Zidar
entire
screams.
party. Come on, Loman. Come on,
I
Loman.
laugh.
I'm like rooting
Oh,
for the.
crap.
I'm
rooting-
swinging for my
Come on,
village.
Loman.
Oh. No.
My God,
Ah, that didn't hit.
No.
how did that not hit? These guys are just AC8. Wow. Or AC4. They're pretty well armed. They
Oh,
have,
AC4. Yeah, that's.
yeah, they have AC4. They're heavily armored.
Our little plate goblins.
They're not plate. It's probably like some, I don't know. That's just the
Chrome.
way they're
Chrome
coated. I
caps.
would say that they're in like studded leather. All right, what are you doing there, buddy? Moving in?
Dude, I am making chrome caps.
Yeah, I'm making it so he can't get fucking out.
Oh,
So I ain't
nice.
fucking shooting him in the party.
Trap
Nice
him.
move, man. Nice move. I like that.
Box them in.
Zidar,
Swinging.
+2.
Okay.
You're good at you're good at paying attention to your targets, man. Well done.
That's yeah. That just comes from like Baldur's Gate.
Hmm.
Now you've been, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, almost a 20.
It's a fucking kill for sure.
Oh, you got.
Wow,
Oh,
even a
good.
one.
Yeah, because he's got +4 to hit
+4.
Yeah.
and damage. Because check it
Gnarly-
out.
gnarly
Because
sword.
yeah, so yeah, it's pretty crazy. All right, guys, I know it's getting late. I think we'll pause it there and we'll recap. We'll expedite the
It's
the
out of
ending
combat
right here.
now, right?
It's out of combat right now. You don't see.
I'd like to
anything
go
else.
and loot this wagon down here.
Is there a wagon
Yeah,
there?
there's a wagon.
There is a wagon there. There is a
Yes.
wagon there, and I will figure out what is in that wagon next time. That's cool. I like that.
And there's a horse.
And there's a
Yeah.
frog in the corner right here. See the frog,
Melissa
guys?
wants to talk to the horse.
And why
Shit,
did these
this
birds
map is
not
cool.
warn me of this shit?
I don't know, but why is the Donald Trump frog in the hiding in the bushes over here?
Oh, the Pepe frog. Yeah, I noticed
Pepe
that
frog.
too.
He's in
Oh.
there.
Aw.
All right,
Some
y'all. I do have to
some
go,
proud
man.
boy made this
Yep.
I
map.
gotta get up in 5 hours.
All right.
And I
Go to
got a
sleep.
long
Cheers.
day.
That was
Okay.
fun, man. All right,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Let's
Thank you, everybody.
yep,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you, Spencer.
Yeah,
Great time.
anytime, man. I really, really enjoy running this game. So I appreciate all you guys being there and showing up. Great group.
All right. Good night.
Good night,
Good
Good
guys.
night.
night.
Good
Good
night,
night,
Dwayne.
all.
Tommy, good night.
Yeah, good night. Thank you.
Yep. Talk to you
Night,
soon, man.
Dwayne. Night, Tommy.
Yeah, good night,
Night.
guys.
Good night.
Rotors.
Over the rotor? Okay, so from your angle,